humans of the internet. Welcome to the Gallant Horde. Today we are playing a Cavern of Lightning, in which these 6 lovely people are going to go and investigate a cave full of lightning. That's pretty much all they know about this, I think, at this point. Before we dive into that whole shebang, let's do all the announcement things. So, as always, we have a shiny thing. Every game we give away a in-game item which appears magically in the home of a Horde member. This week, the item is actually a really useful thing instead of the weird-ass whimsical shit we've been having recently. It is a leather armor of necrotic resistance. So, that will appear in a Horde member's home. If you win it and you are a Horde member, it will be in your home. If you win it and you are not a Horde member, you can designate a Horde member you would like it to go to, and that person will get the thing. Birds of a feather, that's a thing we do. So every month we try to get to 50 new or renewed subscribers in the month. We just started a new one. Oh, we haven't. It's the 9th of July already, you guys. How did that happen? Anyway, we're doing that again for another Birds of a Feather game. We have 3 lined up at the moment. We have Warlocks coming on August 14th, Druids on September 11th, and Wizards on September 25th. You can vote for what the next class will be in the Toasted Ogre, as long as you are a subscriber to our Twitch channel. The Toasted Ogre is in our Discord, and it is a subscriber-only channel. We do various polls and things in there. So, yeah, do the thing. Any subscriber can play in the Birds of a Feather games. They are one-shots. You do not have to be a Horde member to play. You just have to be a subscriber. However, if you are not a Horde member, the obvious question is, why the hell not? Join us. It's a lot of fun. It's ridiculous. There is a lot more to it than you see on the streams. We have a whole very active, insane Discord RP, text-based RP thing that goes on more or less 24 hours a day. It's a lot of fun. You should come hang out. So tomorrow we're doing a thing. It turns out that people want to see me interviewed. I don't know why. It's weird. I'm just a person. But yeah, so Mike is going to interview me live on stream tomorrow from 10 o'clock in the morning, which is our usual stream time right now, this time. Tomorrow. And we will be kind of pairing it with his Extra Life charity drive that he's doing at the moment. Last week we did a game that he DM'd. It was an awful lot of fun. I got to play Shadow, which was great. We raised $500 during that stream, which was freaking cool, and you guys are awesome. But tomorrow we're going to do some more of that. So if you want, we will be answering questions in chat, but if you want a guaranteed answer to your question, you need to drop a little donation into his pot. Our donation button on our Twitch, below my face, somewhere down there, is currently keyed to Mike's charity, so all donations are going to him until he hits his goal, or at the end of the month, whichever comes first. Hopefully the first thing will come first, because we would like to get him to $1,000, which would be super cool. So, yeah, help him out. It's an awesome cause. What have I forgotten? Have I forgotten anything, folks? Is anyone doing anything cool they want to talk about? No? Alrighty. In that case, I guess I will get you all to introduce your lovely selves. So that, and while you're doing that, I will roll a potion of resistance. I know you're all hoping for a 5 today. 5 is lightning, by the way. Chris, do you want to start?
Man, I'm gonna start.
Yeah, you're at the top today.
Oh yeah, I am. Number 1. I'm Chris. I play Alex, who's a human warlock who, quite frankly, is a bit of a disaster, but he's a lot of fun. So
A delightful disaster, though.
Yeah, he's the fun kind of disaster, not the why am I friends with this person kind of disaster.
No, he is that kind of disaster.
Yeah, he's got a both, man. Got a both.
Column A, but a column B.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's
Jess.
young.
Oh,
He
sorry, no,
needs
you're
to
not done.
learn.
Carry on.
If you let him, he'll just keep talking.
I know. Jess!
So I'm Jess. I play Edith, who is a 67-year-old human woman from a strange realm called Brooklyn, and she has found herself in this different existence and is just kind of figuring things out. She's, joined the Horde, and she really enjoys cooking for people, particularly soup.
We love Edith. Rob.
Yeah, I'm Rob, and I play Shearman, who's a Dragonborn monk, and yeah, he just rocks around and does monk things and spends time
Does
in the
monk
forge
things.
making stuff.
Love it. Dave! Nice to see your face. Dave is often behind the scenes.
Hi guys, I'm Dave. I'll be playing Tess, the Harengon Paladin of Atonement of Persephone, maybe?
Maybe.
Who's basically going to be a can of rabbit in this game.
I'm so excited. Cat or rabbit. I love it so much. Laura!
Because the first thing that we think when we're like, oh yeah, we're going to a cave full of lightning, maybe we should take our heavy armor off, but no, can of rabbits. I'm Laura, and I'm playing Zenashi Curtmantle, the wizard that is very frustrating to Jax.
I'm gonna kill
Like
you
most
today.
wizards, I think.
Jacqui!
Yep, lastly me, Jacqui, who am I playing now? Doris.
How about today?
I've got so used to saying the other one.
Yep.
Not her anymore.
Nope.
But I am Doris, the gnome blood hunter.
Amazing. Well, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I did not roll a 5, so the potion is not lightning resistance. It is, in fact, radiant resistance. The good news is we're going to play. Woo! D&D. Fun. All right. Is there anything anyone would like to do today before you enter the throne room to go on your mission?
I would like to cast Mage Armor, please, and drink my beer,
Okie dokie.
because poison resistance is always nice.
It is. That's true. Anything else? You have some buffs from your peeps. You also have some muffins from Eden, which is lovely.
Edith has
Stew.
also, from the last mission, Alex, actually, I think it was, found a really large soup pot, really nice, sturdy one. And so, in that honor, she used it to make a big batch of stew for everyone, and just brought it by before the mission, because you can't go on a mission on an empty stomach.
That's fair.
Breakfast
So you-
stew.
You all have had some breakfast stew. Love it.
Now I want breakfast stew.
Right?
Anyway, that is there anything else? No? Okay. So you walk into the throne room, and the lady is sitting there in a beautiful gown that is like electric blue, with like just kind of shimmers of what almost look like silver lightning strikes across the fabric. And she says, adventurers, welcome. I'm trust you're all ready for a delightful escapade today. Do you have any questions before you head on your way?
Do we know anything about this cave that we're going into?
I don't know, do you?
Sen just looks at everyone.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, if this is something that can be reasoned with, do you want us to recruit it?
I mean, it sort of depends on what it turns out to be honest with you. I'm not averse to the idea, but it's probably not plan A. I have no idea what it is, so I can't really
And we
answer that
can't bring
question.
it back.
So we'll put a pin
Please
in
do
that
not-
one.
Please do not bring it back, because Ger will be testy.
Oh, I will. No.
And-
More
no-
testy than
nobody-
usual.
Nobody
No
enjoys
fussing
that.
about. Nope. Nope.
Morwen might enjoy that, but it makes him cranky. He wanders around muttering to himself. It's a problem. So please don't.
Oh, no.
But if it turns out to be something sentient who could potentially be useful and you can make it into an ally, then by all means, give it a go.
We'll secure the caves one way or the other, my lady.
Indeed. All I really know is that people have been a couple of people went to investigate and they ended up quite crispy.
Well, this should be interesting.
I have no doubt. Well,
But-
no questions then?
Good.
Okay, excellent. I shall deposit you close-ish, but not right on top of the caverns as usual, so that you may make your approach on your own terms. Good luck! She claps her hands, and you all teleport tugged, and you find yourselves next to a river.
Woo.
It is kind of early, late afternoon, early evening. You are. It's sort of kind of like plains. You can see mountains not very far in the distance, just maybe a mile away. There's like cliff faces and rocky bits and stuff. This river seems to be coming from there, flowing down. It's quite a large river. There are trees. It's pretty quiet. What do you want to do?
I want to start looking around for like animal tracks in case there's anything like dragony, footprinty around.
Make a
Edith
survival
would
check.
like to assist as well. So I don't know how you guys do it. If we would both roll,
You-
or
You
if
can
Edith rolls
either
with advantage.
both roll, or one of you can roll with advantage. It's up to you.
You said investigation,
Survival.
survival.
Realizing what they're doing, I'm going to point
can-
to Tess's feet. I found some.
That was
Yes,
not
you
good
can
laughing.
you can roll with advantage if you want.
Jerison will just look in the river to see if he sees any fish.
Make a survival check. Oh
I've
no,
got a
make a
solid
perception
9.
check. Perception check for looking for fish. It's 9.
9.
Nah, you don't know anything about tracking really. This is not your area of expertise. You realize halfway through trying to do it.
Sen's gonna fly up about 50 feet and start looking for like mountains where a cave would
I mean,
be.
you can totally see them from where you are.
Oh, cool.
The river is coming down from what is very clearly rocky, mountainous, kind of, there's cliff faces and rocks and so on. You're like at the base of it.
Okay.
You're on like the plain below the mountains, where Rob lives.
Sherzan got a net 20 for 22 perception.
Oh, hell yeah, there are fish in this river. So many good fish. This would be a perfect fishing spot if you had time to do some fishing.
Hmm.
Hey Zen,
It's,
do you see any people around?
Do I see any people around?
Make a perception check.
Probably not. With a 13. Oh, 13's not bad.
That's a bad roll for Laura. It's like,
They-
13.
They don't. It's very quiet. They don't. There doesn't seem to be anything moving, really, at all. Except you can hear something that sounds like something running really fast. Something quite large running very fast towards you, but you can't see it coming at the moment, which is weird.
Something's coming. I can't see it, but I can hear it.
Edith has something called Eye for Detail, where she can use a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object. So I would like to do that, please, to see if she can figure out.
Define hidden. Does it specifically say invisible or ethereal plane or anything like that, or is it just like, oh, there's a guy behind that barrel?
It doesn't say. It just says to spot a hidden creature or object.
All right. So I would say there's a guy behind this barrel check. No, you do not see it. You can hear it. There's definitely
Got it.
something heading in your direction, but Zen can't see it from above. Edith can't see anything approaching, but you can hear the sound of something running towards you.
I'm gonna say the magic word for my armor to take it from like formal like 3-piece suits kind of clothing to looking like mottled dark greens and stuff. Like I've
Oh.
literally just got raw camo.
Nice. I like it.
I'm going to hide behind this tree, or actually use the bonus action hide and literally hide.
Yep, that's fine. Edith
Yeah,
is stuck in
Serazen's
behind
gonna
a tree.
hide too. Put the
Alright,
put the hood of his cloak up.
alright. Zen, you're
Yes.
flying, right? You didn't just step into the river.
Yeah, I'm like 20 feet up. Zen doesn't really
Alright.
hide, so
Cool.
she's just floating above the river. Like,
Alright.
so.
Sweet.
Yes, he's
Make
gonna-
a... Who's close? Tess, Alex, Zen. Make a... I'm gonna say another perception check for me. Please.
Well, it's not like it's gonna get worse. It got worse. There's a 25% chance of it getting worse.
That's a nat 20 for 27.
And Laura's back in the game.
It sums up
never
Mac and I's friendship.
21 for Tess.
Okay, so Zenashi and Tess, you both can see something like in the air, maybe 60 feet ahead of you in the direction of the mountains. That's like a crackling in the air. And as you're watching it, it sort of is. It's like a weird kind of, like an energy field, like almost a heat haze, but it's not particularly hot. That kind of vibe, kind of crackling, and through it comes a creature running directly towards you. It is a huge boar, and it appears to be kind of made of lightning in a weird way. It's like tusks are sort of crackling in a lightning way, and its eyes are that bright kind of lightning blue and kind of shining. And it is heading in your direction. It doesn't appear to be specifically attacking you. You just happen to be in its path.
Given what's been happening a lot lately with missions and Zen's particular focus at the moment, the haze didn't look like a planar rift, did it?
No, it looked more like a Dimension Door-ish
Okay. Yep.
esque thing.
Cool.
Not exactly that, but along those lines. Not a
Yeah.
interplanar thing, more just a to B thing.
Just a thing.
Yeah. No, that's fair. There's been a lot of that going on. Is anyone doing anything as this creature rushes towards you?
I'm going to sidestep so I'm out of its way.
That's
And assuming it's going to keep going in its direction, I want to be like over here and just let it go by.
Tess is going to call out for the others to follow. Stay close, and she'll go again off to the side
Okay.
to try and get out of its path. I assume it's coming sort of top to bottom on this map.
It's sort of. Can you
Cool.
not see it?
Yes.
It's heading in
Oh,
this
there it is.
direction. Yeah. Like this.
Well, Brock will definitely get out of the path.
Same with
Tess will-
Edith. She's going to stay hidden, but kind of move.
As it goes past, I want to have a real good look at this thing.
Yeah, Zen as well.
Yeah, same.
Because I ain't
Yeah.
never seen anything like this before, and I kind of want to see what it tastes like.
Like pop rocks, you know, where there's that like tingle.
It's like,
Like pulled pork, but with pop rocks in it.
Ugh. That sounds terrible.
Like pork crackling with.
Still crackling. Okay. that took a turn I wasn't expecting. So Alex, you're just looking to
see what it is. Like,
get a vibe. All right. Make a. Let's go with nature check just for funsies.
holy shit, that's something above a 4.
Surely not. You lie.
What
I
is it?
rolled- It's a 19 on the dice.
Oh,
so
very
total
nice.
of 22. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get the distinct impression that this is not an entirely natural being. There's something about it that is I just want to say unnatural. Unnatural. There's something a bit off. This is not something that would just exist in the world.
So it started as a boar that got electricity added, or
Maybe.
electricity that shaped itself into a boar.
Hard to tell. Probably closer to the latter. but it's also, I mean, the former. Sorry, it's more like a boar that has been electrified, rather than, yeah, like that would have been its starting point. It's weird.
Sorry, tastes good.
I mean, you can kill it and try if you wish.
It's running away.
Does it seem to be fleeing, or like? Can I insight roll the boar?
Is it-
The
has it
animal
got the zoning?
handling, because it's more about understanding the behavior of a creature than about,
Yeah.
yeah.
Zen's just trying to work out like whether it's charging or fleeing or. That's a 2 for a total of 5.
Balance is restored.
Swap.
Hard to say. It came out of this portal and it is heading away from the portal with extreme vehemence, but whether it is charging to or from is difficult to say.
Zen's
seems-
not good at
it
boar
seems-
body language.
It seems to be very angry about something, but
Okay.
you also can't tell really whether that's just its natural state. Maybe it's just always angry. It's like Hulk boar.
From what I've heard about boar, they're generally pretty
They are
sour.
pretty angry, yeah.
And also, how do you read the body language of lightning? It doesn't really have a body.
Well, but boars do.
Has the
Speak for
portal
yourself.
thing that it came through, has that gone?
Yeah. It kind of
Okay.
just went and then it came out and then it's sort of dissipated again.
It's odd
Is-
that this thing has appeared exactly where we are.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it was alerted to our presence, or if this is something that occurs here all the time, and it is more that we happened upon the path of it.
You know what's
Or it's a
interesting? It's
trap.
running directly towards the person who's in a tin can.
I believe if we're having this conversation, it's probably already run past. But
Yeah.
So, Tess,
Mm,
as it goes past you, you are in a tin can after all. A lightning bolt like shoots off its body towards you. It doesn't seem to be a conscious thing. It seems to just be like a,
or a
You know.
thing.
yeah. Can you make a dex save for me, please?
I can.
I'm gonna say
general-
a disadvantage because you're wearing metal.
It's a general vibe of electrocution.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 14, but let me know if that fails.
That
because
does
I have a
fail.
thing. Okay. I have a. I will use my lucky feat to push that to a 16.
Succeed. So you will take half lightning damage of this roll. I don't know why I rolled it here when I have a perfectly good dice tray there. Never mind. That's 11, 17, 23 halved. So 11 points of lightning damage as this thing just like tears past you, but just this like lightning bolt comes off its body at you as it goes past. If none of you are going to do anything,
Hiruzen will hold his iron cane out and activate its immovability and let it go.
Well, if we let this go, it might attack the people that are nearby.
No, not the boar go, the iron rod that he's holding. The 2-foot iron, 3-foot iron.
Yep. it's just
bar
hanging
that
in the
he's
air now.
holding. It's just hanging in the air.
But no,
So,
Zen is
Closer
saying
to the
out loud.
path of the boar than he is.
If
Alright.
if we let this go, it might attack people.
Is
You
it heading? Is it heading towards the cavern, or is it?
It's heading away from the mountains. You need to make a decision fast because it's moving.
Because it's running.
I mean, we're here
So,
to investigate caves.
yes.
It's odd to me that it's not in the caves, so maybe we should follow it at the very least.
Tess looks to Zen for leadership.
Why?
It's moving. What are you doing? Make a decision.
I'm
It's
not
also
touching it.
not the job. If we can stop them,
Okay,
Coming through,
Zen
we
will
can
let it
clean it up
go, and
later.
we'll head towards the cave.
All right. It like disappears off. Are you watching it go?
Zen will watch it
Yes.
go.
Yep.
As it gets like 120 feet away, you see another one of those, and it disappears into it.
Did it leave footprints?
Make a survival check.
Why? Why do I have... Oh, 13 on the dice. Yeah. 18. Yeah.
It did. It did leave
Today's a
footprints.
good day.
Pretty normal boar footprints. I'm not sure if Alex would know what that looks like, but it did leave footprints, yes.
He'd know enough to know what abnormal would be.
Right, towards the caves, is it?
Well, since it's disappeared again, this is feeling quite personal.
Yeah, that felt like a trap, right? We turn up, it turns up. Nobody knew we
Possibly.
were coming. No one knew
it
we were
didn't-
going to be here.
It didn't attack us though, to be fair.
Yeah, and if it's just, it might just be a phenomenon.
I think symptom and the cause is inside. We fix that.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go inside then.
So you're going towards the caverns.
Yes.
Alrighty. Are you following the river?
Yes.
As you are moving closer towards the caverns, you see this happen repeatedly. There are several instances of this, like, and one of these creatures will come running out, run for a while, and then go into another one. It seems
That's
to be
They
some
always
sort of.
wide
roar?
berth.
I'm assuming you're avoiding them if you can.
Can I tell if it appears to be the same one, or if I notice any differences that maybe there's more than one of this creature doing this, or
Make
maybe they appear
I
at
guess,
the same time.
perception check.
That's going to be a 24.
As far as you can tell, it's the same creature. You don't see this happen. Like, you don't see two simultaneously happen ever. It's always just one off things, and it appears to be, as far as you can tell, the same creature. There are no discernible differences. And it's a bit random in the sense that it usually happens near to the river, but sometimes it happens on the other side of the river from where you are. It's like this thing is running, and it's just passing between and being hopped from place to place as it goes through these. But
So
it's like
in-
it's on a loop of some sort.
Both
In
sides
Tess-
of the river.
Both sides of the river, yes.
Okay.
And never more than like
Ooh.
120 feet from the riverbanks.
You know, everyone, a thought occurs to me. It seems like as I'm watching this boar thing, it just seems like it's running. So I think we should consider the possibility that maybe it's cursed or something. Perhaps it's not actually trying to hurt people. So I think that's just maybe worth thinking about as we adventure on.
Good nod to that. Can Tess have a look to see if there's any variance in its mood? Is it getting more frustrated as it runs each time we see it?
Make a animal handling check. I guess. It's really hard. How do you tell the mood of a lightning ball? I'm gonna go with animal handling.
Well, you invite it into a tavern, you share a pint, you have a good conversation, and you work
Uh-huh.
from there.
So that's a 14. If it was a regular boar, she would have advantage from one of the books she read, but I believe it's probably different
It's
enough from one of
technically
them.
not a beast, if that's the thing that
Yeah.
you get advantage on here. No. It doesn't look like it's changing much, as far as you can tell. It seems very much just a repeated pattern.
Has it in any way acknowledged us being here?
Well, it's zapped Tess.
Yeah, but that wasn't a deliberate action. It wasn't attacking. I was just a bit too close. And I won't do that again. if I can help it.
Or if it's charging, or if it's actually thinking it's running away from something. Maybe it's trapped in a loop, like a rat in a little cage thing. That's my theory.
The little spinny thing.
Hopefully
Yeah,
we can.
While we are walking, whenever the boar appears, Doris is quite visibly jumpy and doing her best to keep the hell away from it. She does not like the look of it at all.
Get close to
we
me,
try and
Doris.
catch it?
We'll be alright.
Catch it in what?
Catch it.
I mean, I've got some rope and some manacles.
I've got some rope. And an immovable rod.
I think we come back for this if it's still there after we've cleared the caverns.
Yeah.
Right then.
I kind of want to ride it. What? Not
Alex wants to
outside
ride the
right
lightning.
Ride the lightning. Yep. Amazing.
Are you immune to lightning damage, Alex?
No. I'll figure that out later. It doesn't matter.
It very much matters.
That's a future problem. Let's go check out this cave.
Okay. So you move towards the mountains. And it's early evening. It's quite balmy. It's not particularly, it's not too hot, not too cold. It's a very Goldilocks kind of a day. The weather's nice. And as you approach the mountains, you can see that the river comes down out of the mountains as a gigantic waterfall. And as you get closer, you realize that that waterfall is completely frozen in a way that it really shouldn't be in this kind of weather. Let me show you.
Hey guys. So pretty. Look at that.
It is very pretty. Can we just shout out the maps as usual, because holy shit balls.
That's pretty weird. But it's pretty.
So the
Yeah.
map doesn't let you. I would assume you're at the base of it somewhere, but obviously it's hard to do because the map doesn't have a lot of base going on. So you're
Oh,
like
that's terrible.
at the base of this enormous. What obviously at some point was a waterfall, but it is completely frozen.
Zen's gonna fly over just to the ice and just tap on it. Is it ice or is it crystal?
It's cold.
Okay.
It seems to be iced. It seems to be frozen in some way.
Who amongst us is versed in the science?
Me?
Excellent. So,
Well, what kind?
well, ice and lightning to me seem to be very different. So, lightning bore, ice river. That seems odd, right? Like maybe they're not connected.
It's odd that you get a
Yeah.
waterfall this frozen.
It's a bit warm
Is the
for all that ice.
ice moving or is it solid?
It's solid.
I'm gonna look around to see if I notice anything else that's off as far as the elements. Just any other
Make a
elements related.
nature check, please.
Maybe related to that. Is it
16.
Did you say 16?
16.
Not explicitly. The ice, obviously, it's weird for boars made of lightning to come out of thin air and disappear back into thin air. And it's definitely weird for a waterfall to be completely frozen in a climate that doesn't seem to lend itself to that. You're not particularly cold. Like Zen, when you touched the ice, it was cold, and it gave off a coldness like you would expect from ice, but the air isn't particularly cold. And the water at the base of the waterfall is normal river water. So there's definitely something odd about it.
But like the trees are regular, the rocks are regular. That's
Everything
okay.
else seems pretty.
Then
normal.
is the river up there above the waterfall flowing?
Then I'll fly up and see how far the ice goes.
It goes maybe 15 feet from the top of the waterfall, and then it stops being ice very suddenly, in much the same way that the base of the waterfall stops being ice very suddenly. And
I will
the water
convey
still seems to be like the river is flowing, so there is some kind of transference happening, but that the part of it that is the waterfall appears to be frozen solid.
Then we'll come down and convey this information, looking perplexed.
I guess what we're looking for in this cave might not be just lightning. I guess let's continue on.
Question for you. You know, I'm not, familiar with everything that's possible in this general world. Are there people or creatures that can play around with the elements? That
Yes.
thing exist? Wonder if that's what we're dealing with, and maybe they're just particularly bad at their job.
I mean, you can
Come on,
get
Alex,
element
you
people.
wanna-
I mean, look at the likes of Brainy.
Well,
He's
I mean,
a water person.
I met. I didn't actually meet. He attacked us, but he was an elemental on my last mission. But I'm wondering, can people make elementals? Can people manipulate the elements? Obviously, you have spellcasters, but I don't know. It just seems like maybe somebody's not very good at what they do.
Elementals can be conjured. They don't tend to be made. They're a type of creature.
Oh, interesting. I see.
So, hear me out here.
I'm not sure I want to.
I'm very
Just do
interested.
it, man.
Is the an entrance to this cave behind that waterfall, and that's why it's covered over.
Mm. You're
So
smart.
maybe someone is trying to make us go into this cave from a way they control.
Zen will fly across the river, checking out the ice to see if she can see anything behind it.
How close are you getting?
She'll get 5 feet from it.
Make a perception check.
Nope. Zen has her eyes closed.
You're just feeling the vibe.
Mac, did you touch my dice?
No, and we established it's not me.
That's a nat 1 for 8.
Hey,
you have-
cool,
Do you
cool.
have Twitch inspiration?
I do have Twitch inspiration.
Do you wish to use it?
I would like to open my eyes and try again.
The first time you were getting the vibe.
The light is reflecting off the ice. It's very hard to see anything.
I'll pick a different D20.
Yeah, let's try a different angle at this one.
Jared's gonna ask Alex if he's ever been for a ride down a waterfall.
That's a 15 for
Intentionally?
22. That's better.
That is better. Okay. As you're looking at the ice, you're examining it. You can see something that looks like movement just below the surface. It's like something is inside the ice, and it is moving inside it. And as you're peering at it, I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Sorry, Laura.
Cool, that's a 10.
That's a 10! I thought I would
These-
have to attack you more than once before I hurt you, Laura.
These dice are terrible.
Cool.
I was like, oh, I'll pick cool themed dice for today rather than using Zen stuff.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, I know I shouldn't be so excited, but I really am. You take 31 points of lightning damage
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
as a bolt of lightning comes shooting out of the ice and smacks into you. You will watch as Zen is just like,
I'm gonna cast absorb elements,
Okay, that's fair.
which are prepped specially today.
And then it's gone again, and you're looking at a wall of ice with just something underneath the ice, and it kind of flashes.
Zen will move away from the ice, back over to the group. It's like there's something under the ice, but I don't know if I want to go to it.
Did it
Yeah,
shoot
you
a-
look a little crispy.
the lightning shoot a hole through
Nope.
the ice and then it
Nope.
freeze back over, or did the lightning start outside the ice and
It-
shoot forward,
Came out of it.
but didn't touch the ice?
Didn't affect the ice in any way.
Tess will ask
Sheriff
Zen,
will
was
go
that
over
a...
to the waterfall and peer into it.
Sorry, say that again, Rob.
Sheriffsman will go over and peer into the waterfall and see what he can see.
So you can't fly, so you're just at the base of the waterfall.
I'm
looking
just
into
at
the ice.
the edge, yeah.
Alright. Make a perception check for me, please.
Oh, that is a 5.
A 5. You don't see much of anything.
Everybody's dice are cursed. Swapping these dice for better dice.
I'm gonna need a dex save from you too, Sherrit, please.
Jax's dice are doing alright.
I'm just making you save instead of rolling myself. I have learned some lessons.
Dex save is 26.
Alright, so you save, so you take half damage as a lightning bolt. You manage to just sort of dodge, but it still kind of blasts past you. So half of... Oh, that wasn't as good. 9... 22, so 11 points of lightning damage.
And halved again for resistance.
Oh, yeah. So 5.
Tess will ask Zen, did it seem like something was trying to hurt you, or was it like when the boar ran past me?
There was something moving underneath the ice, and then lightning in my face.
Hmm. So possibly,
you can make
again, not-
a perception check to see if you got the vibe that it was targeted or not.
That's a 22.
Yeah, it definitely moved. Like as you approached it, the thing was like definitely
Came
going
down.
towards you. Yeah, it wasn't. This was not ambient attack. This was focused attack.
Yeah, it was definitely attacking me, but it may have just been attracted to the movement.
Okay,
We should find this cave.
we should.
Hello, Void. Are you coming to play?
It's going looking for other dice.
Yeah, I am. I'm packing these dice up. These dice are done.
They don't just go to dice jail; they now have to go to dice prison.
These up
It's a
here
hotel.
that you can see, they're dice hotels.
So
It's a cell block. It's a solid cell block of dice.
this map obviously doesn't have much at the bottom of the waterfall, but you are at the base of it. So if you want to get up there, you're gonna have to figure out a way to get
Well,
up there.
Zen's gonna fly up and
I mean-
see, like, she's gonna go looking for a cave.
Where are you looking?
She'll fly up and look first, and then while
Um,
the others look at the bottom.
Make an investigation check for me.
I'm good at these. I
Tess is
say,
gonna-
where are the dice? 24.
24. So the river at the top carries on like up from somewhere in the mountains. There is obviously a lot of rock, you know, mountainous stuff. There's nothing that looks particularly like the opening of a cave here. However, you do notice that that above where the waterfall is, there are like bizarre kind of isolated storm clouds.
While Zen's up there investigating, Tessa's going to let people remind people that she has an aura that can help their resilience a little bit. And while she might be a little bit more conductive, if they stay within 10 feet, she can help them not be.
Can Alex study the ice?
Is Alex going close to the ice?
So this is the thing, like, he doesn't want to, like, touch it if he can avoid it. Because he's seen what happens when people get too close, and
Alex avoiding touching things? I don't believe it.
So he's going to examine the ice from a safe distance, is that what you're saying?
he's going to attempt to... and
What
this is
does
the thing,
Alex consider a safe distance?
So,
Tess-
I
Tess will
want
be
you
10
to
feet
tell me,
behind him.
because I want to try and ascertain if this is, like... if this is, like, a magic thing that's been done to this waterfall and then
Uh-huh.
left, or it's a magic thing that is being maintained on this waterfall
Okay,
by something. So,
make an Arcana check.
and you can define whatever you think a safe distance is for that, because I
No, I want to
imagine
know.
it-
I want to know how close you think a safe distance is, because that's where you're standing.
Like, I want to go like 10 feet away, because
Okay.
I've seen when people like touch it that bad
Yep.
shit happens.
All right.
Tess will be 10 feet behind him so that he's in the aura.
Okay.
Arcana, how does just a dirty 20 sound for you?
I would say you definitely have a sense that there's something magical going on here. It seems to be kind of a side effect of something. It doesn't appear to be something that is being consciously maintained, as far as you can ascertain from your magic mojo that your mysterious patron gives you. But it also doesn't appear to be something that has stopped happening, if that makes sense.
Okay. So
It's
when
a
Zen
side
comes-
effect the way that, like, plants growing really well near a water source would be. But magical.
So I can
From
potentially dispel the magic on this, but I want to have a discussion with everyone.
Tess would like to, from her position 20 feet back, because getting a bit of distance might actually help with this, try and see if she can confirm Alex's theory that there is a cave behind the ice here, and that there is an opening somewhere that's been frozen out.
Make a perception check. Or no, a perception, because investigation you would need to have to get a lot closer.
22?
So you step back a bit and you look at the thing as a whole, and you can definitely, now that it's been pointed out to you, you can definitely see that there are like flashes of things in this ice moving. It is also very clear that there is some kind of opening behind it. It is covering something. You can see when you step back, you can kind of get a sense that some of it is solid, but there is a distinct, like, something is happening behind this ice.
We'll call Zen back down.
How many flashes did you see?
So don't come back down.
Several.
Tess is going to tell everyone what she saw and suggest, like, I've got this helmet. Shall we teleport inside?
Well,
What if you get stuck, honey?
no, it would allow us to teleport past the ice. But I have a
No, I mean trapped past the ice.
well, we can teleport out again using it.
I mean, hopefully.
But if
We
people
have our
were,
word if we need.
if people were killed coming near the cave, and now suddenly there's ice covering it, is something trying to protect people from what's happening?
Or is something trying to say,
Possibly.
no, go away, don't come near me?
I wonder if those people were charred by being in the path of that boar and never actually made it quite to the cave.
Investigate. Dice.
That would explain how they were able to be found. Because if everybody that went into the cave was found, then who reported the bodies?
I mean, yeah, kind of makes sense.
That's a good point.
You need bodies to report bodies.
Let's go in, I guess.
So I
Yes, someone.
might be able to do something about the ice, but I might not. And if I do, whatever is shocking things in there will be coming out. So
I think it's better if we teleport past the ice.
and have that as a backup plan to leave. Okay.
I do need everybody's consent for this. So if we're all in agreement, then we can all go.
You have my permission.
Let's
Yep.
do this.
Citizens came.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
When we
good
hit
to
the
me.
ground, get ready to be attacked.
Tess activates the helmet, looking at the hole in the cavern that she spotted.
Okay. So the helm of teleportation teleports how many people? Or beings or creatures or whatever.
I believe it's up to 8.
Okay. So you can take oh mind you, Brock is magic, hey. So
You just cast a teleport spell, which is 8 willing creatures of your choice.
alright. So where are you focusing the end point of this teleportation?
So from the spot that I can see, sort of 20 feet.
Very good. Alrighty. In that case, you find yourselves in a cavern.
Dun, dun, dun.
Han Solo like, just
It is now quite cold, but oddly lit. The whole place is lit up by an unspecified source of light. It's like it's coming out of the walls. You can also, in here, clearly hear the sounds of a storm, which is weird. It sounds like you're standing outside in the middle of a storm. There is thunder rumbling. There is no rain, but definitely that like sense. The air has that feeling of, you know, a summer storm where it feels kind of electrical.
Rock is slightly unnerved and Tess calms him a bit.
Shuriken
Quiet
steps up
apart
to the
from the thunder.
corner and has a look around.
Alex is gonna crouch down and be as stealthy as he possibly can.
Yes.
What are you looking for, Sherrit?
Just seeing what I can see.
Okay, make a investigation or perception, depending on how closely you are looking. Probably perception, actually.
Yeah, I'll go perception because I'm just sort of having a general overall look. That would be 14.
It seems mostly to be a natural cavern. There's nothing in this area that you're in that suggests people or any interference by people. All the rock is it's very much a natural space. Apart, of course, for the weird light and the sounds of a storm, which is a bit weird for a cavern. It is cold. There is ice on the floor.
Yeah, he'll look for any tracks on the floor.
Survival check for that, please.
Survival.
Tess is just going to check behind us to see if there is ice between them and whatever
So-
was.
10 to look for tracks.
Did you say a 10?
Yeah.
You do not find any tracks. Hard to find tracks on rock, especially icy rock. Tess, you can definitely see the ice, and whatever was in the ice is still in the ice.
So it's in the ice and
You
moving
can
through it.
see
It's not.
things, little flashes. Something is in that ice, but it is inside the ice, not
Don't
on
lick
the
the ice.
We can assume that the ice is like a pipe of ice, and things are swimming around in the water that's going in the top and out the bottom.
You can assume that.
I guess we go towards the sounds of the storm.
It's not really a direction thing. It sounds like it's all around you. It's coming from the walls. It's coming from the floor. The whole place has this like weird kind of thunderous noise just echoing through it. It's very difficult to pinpoint a direction that it's coming from.
Does the cavern represent the does the map represent the cavern in that there's snow in these two directions and not in the top direction?
I would say that there's generally bits of ice all over the place. It's not as simple as that.
Okay.
It's just a pretty map and I like it a lot. But there's no snow. It's not snow.
Okay,
It's
keep
ice.
moving.
Where there's stuff on the ground and on the walls, it's iced, not snow.
Tess is
I was
gonna
going to
think
say,
back-
likewise with the map, is the skeleton actually there?
Sure. There's a skeleton there.
Doris is going to go and have a look at it, see if there's any like signs of whatever happened to this person.
Okay.
Alex will be like, "Be careful."
Tess will
You
stay
can-
within 10 feet of her.
You can
Yes.
make a. Which one are you looking at? That one at the top there.
Yep.
Make a, I guess, medicine check.
And that's a 15.
The skeleton is old. It's been there a long time. It's very. You can't really tell what happened to whoever the person was because these bones have been sitting here for a while. It's old. I need you to make a perception check for me, please, Doris. And anyone near Doris.
Me.
Where's Doris?
Doris is not
I
where
am.
she should be. Because she should be up by the
Doris
skeleton.
is. Yeah, Doris is in the skeleton. Right?
Gonna move yourself. Yeah, here we go.
What check are we making?
Perception.
Perception.
That's a big 12 from Tess. At least it's double digits.
13 for Doris.
Do any of you have any kind
19
of
for Shearman.
19? Y'all are saved by the Dragonborn. Sherrit, you notice the ice on the wall in front of Doris, next to the skeleton, starts to kind of move like something is coming out of it.
Oh, what's happening in there, guys?
And you all watch as a large creature literally steps out of the wall and goes for Doris. Doris, because you had warning, I'm going to say you and me are going to do a little roll-off, initiative roll-off, before we start.
It's a roll-off.
What you got?
And that's an 18.
Alright, so you can react before this thing gets to you. What do you want to do?
I've got a void. Does that count?
No.
Oh. Look at
I'll
the
give
wall.
you one action, bonus action, or movement as this thing's coming towards you, and then we'll roll initiative. What do you want to do?
Yeah, it's just going to jump back out the way.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I need you all please to roll me some initiative.
Please do not betray me. You're so pretty. Oh, I'll take that. Namely, it's above a 10.
Who's more than 20?
I'm on 20.
That's in.
Checks out.
We'll just wait for Rob because monks are fast.
Yeah,
What's your-
no, not today. he's
Not today?
doing it.
Okay, over 15?
He's got a 9.
16!
What? Amazing.
I rolled a 13.
17.
Tess first, then Alex.
I re-rolled with Doris.
Yep.
If needed, and that was a 19.
So that's more than Tess. Y'all. Hang on. Doris, then Tess, then Alex. Over 10.
I'm right at 10.
Cool.
I'm at 9.
I heard that one. So, who are you? Edith. Alrighty. So, Zenashi. You watch as this bizarre creature made of ice and lights steps out of the wall and goes towards Doris. What do you want to do?
Zen is going to tap her blade against her foot, so that it starts humming, and then it's gonna move 40 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Wait, is that right? 20, 25, 40 to there. It's not gonna do what she was gonna do. It's gonna do something else. My brain is totes awake. I'm just gonna throw a second level magic missile.
Okay.
So that's 4 times 4 is 16 force damage.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
Anything
that's my
else?
turn.
That's
Nope,
you,
that's it.
Doris, you're up.
2 attacks with her light crossbow, which are going to be 9, 13, and 23.
They both hit.
And that's then altogether 12 points of piercing.
Sweet. Is your thing magic?
No, it is not.
Alright, in that case, it does not seem to take as much damage as you would normally do with your stabby thing. Shooty thing. Pew pew. That's you.
That's me.
Tess.
So first of all, Brock has just enough movement to run up and charge this thing.
Mhm.
So it's going to. He's going to make that attack. But slips on the ice a little. That's a natural 2. So
It's tricky, hooves and ice. Difficult combo. Yep.
Yep. He's also getting used to the water walking that we all got.
Yeah.
Tess is going to move around so that she's still 10 feet away from it, but that's fine for her. She's going to take 2 swings with her glaive. First is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
For 13 slashing damage.
Alright,
And
so
that is magic.
that is magic. Cool. This thing shatters into just an explosion of ice. And as it dies in an explosion of ice, I need everyone within 10 feet of it, which is Brock, Tess, and Shearman, to make a dexterity save, please.
Sorry, Shearman, you're still just out of my aura.
Oh, good. Dex saves is something I'm good at. Super thick dice. 15.
It's a 14 from Tess, but I can boost that a little bit if that fails.
It does fail.
Rock is going to fail because I can't do it for him. So for Tess, that's a 17.
That succeeds.
She uses a reaction to just put a little bit more bounce in her step.
What you got, Shearman?
I've got a 13.
That's a fail.
Mhm.
So you take 11 points of piercing damage as these shards of ice just smash into you. So does Brock. Tess, you take nothing. Tess, that was... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's an attack. She's gonna like look around and just sort of be like, "Stay away from the walls." And yeah, she can't do much else. So that's
Cool. Alex, do you want to do anything?
Alex is gonna look at the goddamn walls around and see if there's anything else that
Make a
possibly
perception
break
check.
the wall. Oh yeah, this is a good start. 21.
21. Yep, you can definitely see there's another one coming out here. Up at the top, near the entrance at the top of the cavern. And also, out of the floor, right next to Edith. Well, close to Edith. There. They're just starting to, like, emerge out of the ice.
Edith, right in front of us, and guys, opposite you, heads up.
What do you want to
Um,
do? I will
can
say
I-
that can be your bonus action to stop and have a look. So you can still use your action if you wish.
Well, I'm going to go classic Warlock here and just...
Eldritch Blast!
Yeah.
Which one?
The one right in front of Edith.
Edith. Okay.
Edith. Yeah, because I've got to protect, you know, my food source.
Grandma.
She makes good stew.
She does. It's true.
Prioritize here. 20 and a 21 to
Both
hit.
hits. Both hits.
And they're both 7s on the dice, so 12 points of damage for each of them, so for a total of 24 force.
24. Cool. Cool, cool. Awesome.
Yes.
That's you.
Yep.
Cool. That means it's their turn. They are gonna... this one is gonna go for Edith, because she's closest. This one's gonna step out of the wall. How far can you go, buddy? Oh yeah, easy peasy. Go for Dorys. That is a slam attack. So let's see if I can attack anyone successfully today. Edith, does a 11 hit you?
It does not. Sorry.
Dorys,
Most of the time.
does a 6 hit you?
No.
This is why I make you do saving throws. Fail. Yeah, so they just wave their big icicle arms at you guys, and you just dodge out of the way very successfully. They're going to do more damage exploding when they die. Edith, you're up.
So Edith is going to... See, it's not flanking. She's going to use her bonus action to do... Actually, you know what? No, she's not. She's going to just try to stab this thing with
Okay.
her knitting needle, which is going to be a... That's a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Sweet.
Big block of ice. It's easy to hit.
Excellent. Which is going to do 8 plus. She does not get sneak attack. So that does 8 damage.
Is your knitting needle magical?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Um,
I thought they were. I just couldn't remember. So check taking.
As a bonus action, she wants to do a second attack.
Okay, do it.
That's going to be a 25 to hit,
That will definitely hit.
and that's going to be another 10 magical piercing damage.
Nice. Nice. Good
Um,
work. That's you.
No movement. She's done.
Cool. Shearman, you're up.
Hey. He is going to... First he's going to breathe fire at one by him in a straight line.
Okay.
5 foot wide. And...
You'd think they'd be vulnerable to that, but it turns out no.
Yeah. So that...
It's a dex
Jeez.
save, right?
Dex save 13.
That's 15
Or-
on the die, so yep.
Yeah, so
Half.
after save 4 damage.
Cool.
Then he's going to move into range in a slightly flanking position and attack with his shiny new sword.
If you move one across, you will have proper flanking, which will mean you get advantage on your attack. Just saying.
True.
Move to the left one block, and then you're flanking with Dorys.
There
Yep.
we go. Flanking with Dorys. And that's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit.
Misses.
For 10, I'll go fire damage again. And
That
do
kills it.
lightning.
That
That kills it.
the lightning does nothing, but the fire
Oh, it's just special effects at that point.
shatters this thing. So I need Dorys, Tess, and Shearman to make a dexterity save as this thing explodes in shards of ice and lightning.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
An 18 for Tess. Doris, you have +6 to the roll.
18 saves.
That makes 28.
That also saves.
And Shirazan gets a 10.
You also get the plus. Oh no, you're out of.
No, he moved out of it to get the advantage.
Unfortunately, 10 fails. So you will take. Where's my guy? You will no. Oh, there it is. You will take. Oh, that was several ones. 8 points
Eight.
of piercing damage as the ice like stabs into you. That's your turn.
That's my turn. Well, yep.
Zenashi.
Sen's gonna fly over and flank with Edith, and it's gonna stab with her
Stab.
sword.
Magic sword?
Yeah. I don't use my sword often these days. Where is it? I'm assuming a 19 will hit.
Yes, it will.
So that's 11 stabby damage.
That kills it. So same again. Zen, Edith, and Alex. That's Alex, right? Yep.
Yep.
Dex saves, please. You need to beat a
Ooh.
15.
It's just gonna go.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
If I beat it, do I beat it?
Beat it. Yep. So
Great,
Edith
I'm
takes
good.
none. The other two take 14 points of piercing damage each from the stabby ice as it explodes.
Sorry, 14.
Yes.
Cool.
And everything is quiet.
Alex
Hey
will look
Jax,
at
guess what?
What?
I'm out of my temp hit points. Zen was
Whoa!
taking damage on a mission.
I'm excited.
Alex will look at the bits of ice that are like stuck into his armor that actually hit him, and he's like, ow, and then changes the color from the green like camo to like the color of the ice.
The blue, whitish.
Arctic camo mode.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, Arctic camo now. Does it do
Arctic camo.
anything? No. Does it look cool? Yes.
Excellent.
We need to pick a
direction.
direction and start moving.
Agreed. Tess is also going to take this opportunity to distribute regular healing potions to everybody,
Okay,
in case they need them.
cool.
And she'll also pop her potion that she found when she was looking in the go bag. Just like, oh, there's another.
There's a potion here.
Yes,
That's
and
weird.
I'll take her potion of resistance, and then she looks at Doris. Doris, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
I guess we go to the top then.
Cool. As you proceed to begin your exploration of this cavern full of scary lightning things, we're going to take a break.
Yay, break!
Anytime.
So we will draw our winner of the shiny thing, which is some leather armor of necrotic damage, and we have another one of these. And I figured since we have 2 Wolfenute moderators in this game, we should give away a Wolfenute thing. So we're going to do another Wolfenute tote bag, and we're going to put some goodies in it and send it to someone. So that will be our break giveaway. I believe Adam will be doing some marbles, I assume. And we will do the thing. He will, yes. There we go. He will, yes. I would like you to know that the thing I bought for the chicken was a new water dispensing gadget, because she keeps fucking up the one she has and spilling all the water out of it. So I got her a water dispensing gadget that you attach to the outside of the chicken coop, and then it feeds water into a little, like, water holder thing. Our chicken is very spoiled. I love her. Her name is Jenny Hendricks.
Zenashi, you got some armor.
Zenashi!
I've already got necrotic resistance.
You're gonna go home and find a set of leather armor of necrotic resistance in your house. You don't have to keep it. You can give it to someone, but it's in your house.
Cool.
Give it away. Cause
Alright.
chaos. That's what Alex does.
Alex and Zen are very different people.
They sure are. Alright, folks, we're gonna take a 10-15 minute break, and we will do some marbles in that time and see who can win themselves a Wolfenute tote bag full of cool shit. Yeah, we'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Hang around. We love you. See you in a bit. Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome back to the Cavern of Lightning. Our awesome Gallant Horde game that we are playing right now, during which now I've damaged Zenashi. I'm cool. Now I'm equal opportunity kill everybody. I just wanted to do some damage for a change. That's all I wanted, and I have achieved my goal. So we can all go home. No, I'm kidding. Let's go. Laura, you won both the things today.
I did.
Good job.
Hooray. Thank you.
I have resistance against radiant damage now. That's nice. Thanks for that.
Half the party does radiant damage.
I know, it's great.
A
Great.
whole pile of my spells do radiant damage.
Yeah.
I just haven't used them yet.
Why does
Yeah.
Lionel hate us?
He doesn't. He just loves the DM. He knows how hard I struggle with my dice being dickheads to me. So, you are in this cavern. You have bypassed a wall of ice full of something that was shocking you. You fought some ice monsters. You've seen a lightning ball running through, doing the portal trick.
Speedy thing, speedy thing, speedy thing.
What do you want to do next?
We're heading north.
Hidden north.
Heading north.
Alrighty.
Tess is going to think back to some of the arena orbs that we've faced, specifically one that she faced with Zen, and be like, let's try and avoid being in a straight line together if we can. That seems to be a thing with lightning and paths. So Group
Sherrit's been all
together
kind
more.
of kind of
Well-
take point stealthily.
Alright. So are you all trying to be sneaky sneaky? Can
Sure.
you roll me some stealth then, please?
Oh yeah, son.
It's a topsy-turvy world today.
Dirty 20.
13.
It is a topsy-turvy world today.
It is.
Thing.
I feel like when I was sleeping, Mac came out and like touched every single one of my dice.
No, they're yours. I don't. Why? Look at this.
Okay,
Maybe
They're
he
so
touched the
pretty.
dice tray.
Edith, what did you get?
It's 21.
Nice. Shearman.
16.
Ooh. Tess,
10.
did you roll for Brock?
I did not.
I assume
Dorys.
that was also with disadvantage
19.
for Tess.
It was not because she has the anklets of elven kind. Less than 10 for Brock.
Hey, cool.
Clippy cloppy, clippy cloppy.
A little bit, yeah. So as you go along here, you see that this passageway kind of goes around a corner. It kind of is like steps, but it still feels like it does. They don't feel like they've been cut out. They feel like they've been taken advantage of. Like this is some kind of natural passageway.
Can I keep an eye out for anything unnatural, like trap-like?
Like what? Like?
Trap-like?
Oh, sure. Make an investigation check.
Oh, that was so close to being a natural one. But it's not, so I will take a 21.
Did you steal all my luck while I was sleeping?
There are no traps in this passageway. As you come around the corner, you see ahead of you a large cavern. I'm going to let you choose to be more stealthy than just walking in the middle of the thing, because you also see two very large beings in this cavern. So I'm assuming you came around the corner sneakily, Shearman, and stopped your party from just waltzing into this cavern.
Yeah.
They appear to be constructs of some sort that seem to be some kind of weird combo of tech and lots of lightning going on. They're large, like almost... They kind of remind you of Marky a little bit, if he was partially translucent and making zappy noises.
I motion everyone back around the corner a little bit.
So, I've seen Marky's insides after he got the shit kicked out of him at the last mission. Do these things insides look like Marky's insides?
Not really. They're not exactly the same.
Look, we both... Don't laugh at me, Laura. You know Alex totally checked out Marky's insides.
These things are more elemental. Marky, I would assume, is more mechanical.
Yeah.
So these things are like a combo of elemental magic and mechanical technology.
Leaning way more into the elemental than...
Marky's all cogs and gears. There's something else going on. They have like the insides have light in them, and they're like roiling with some kind of storm magic is going on in there.
They seem to be like patrolling, or are they just stationary?
I mean, you did you even see them, or did you stay back when you were told to stay back?
If I was told to stay back, then I would stay back, because Tess knows she's not the most stealthy at the moment.
What was Shearman's opinion of what they were up to?
Make a perception check for me. Just for how quick, you just got a quick glance before you were like, whoa, maybe we should stop.
15.
They don't look like they're patrolling exactly. They kind of look like they're there. There's definitely a guarding vibe. But they're not like walking up and down or anything like that. They're just hanging out.
Okay.
Looked like
so
they were
I'll let
talking.
everyone know that there's a couple of elementally lightning-y creatures there, and they seem to be just lurking. And I saw 2 of them.
You did.
Were they
What do we want to
talking
do?
amongst themselves, or were they just sort of standing there on standby?
Or the latter. There was no conversation happening. That's for sure.
Mm.
Do we want to try talking to them?
Okay.
We can try that.
I mean, the worst that happens is they attack us, and then we're in combat anyway.
Be ready for the ladder, and those who can attack at range, I would suggest stay well back. If the
Does
last
anyone
encounter
speak
was anything.
primordial?
I do not believe that's on my list. Nope.
Well, let's hope they speak common then.
Yep.
Mm,
Okay,
Can you-
Shirazan will go back in unstealthily.
Zen will be with
So-
him.
That's will be with him.
Just on that last step there, and say, "Greetings, beings."
They both turn and look at you.
Do you understand me?
They don't respond.
They don't respond.
Is your creator here?
You're speaking common?
I'm gonna try... What else do I speak? Let's try Draconic. Why not?
They do in fact speak Draconic.
Ooh, hello.
Bizarrely. The one closest to you goes, "Our creator is in all places where there are storms."
May I ask what you're doing here?
Guarding the way.
I'm who?
From intruders.
The way to where?
The way to the eye of the storm.
Are there any that may approach the eye of the storm?
Those whom she has touched.
Zen looks down at her lightning burns.
Yep. That's what I ask. May we approach?
You seem to not be touched by the storm.
How would one go about being touched by the storm?
She
Consent,
must
please.
bless you.
Guess we'll sort of look to Zen and see if this rings any bells with her.
Does this ring any bells with Zen?
Make a history check.
I'm good at those!
I will also accept religion.
I'm better at history.
What's this thing saying? Are they nice?
That is... I'm back with a 32.
Oh!
Okay. Zen
you
has
don't
read.
just come back. You just burst in and like boom.
Was that a nat 20, Laura?
No, that was a 19.
Okay. Zen has read a lot of books about a lot of things.
I have.
And in your reading, you have encountered some very vague stories about a being who is some sort of storm deity. A relatively small fry storm deity in the grand scheme of things, but nevertheless a storm deity. With pretensions of grandeur. She wishes to be the storm deity, but that's a crowded room, so to speak. And she refers to her avatar or her high priestess as the Eye of the Storm. She is called Umbani, and she is not nice. She is very problematic. She has a tendency to make people mad.
Zen will turn
Like insane, man.
Yes, insane
Zen-
mad.
Zen will turn to Tess, and then Grung will say, Storm Goddess, super bad, likes to make people crazy.
Ah,
You get the vibe that being touched by her involves embracing this insanity in some fashion.
cool.
Zen will say, being touched. Zen says, she likes to touch minds unkindly.
Unkindly. Bad touch.
We need to, if
Okay.
this is a portal to her high priestess, we need to close it.
Alright.
Tess will nod.
Because Zen's going to assume that these creatures don't speak Grung.
Pretty safe assumption.
It's a reasonable shot. Tess is going to Tess will sort of not quite bow, but just sort of give them a deep nod, and will move back to fill the three in on what's happening as quietly as she can. And just sort of say, they're guardians, doesn't look like they're going to let us through. It's some sort of storm goddess's temple has been set up in here or something like that. Apparently real bad, not a nice person. So things may kick off. Let's see.
Oh. So this is
Sure.
like a elemental based storm cult?
Sure, why not?
Well, this is new.
It's
This
really
is-
not. There have been many elemental cults across the ages and the realms.
Okay, this is new to me then.
Aren't most things?
Also true.
Alex is about to become a cleric of Umbani. We need another god in the realm.
Alex's thoughts is, hey, this Eye of the Storm chick, she hot? Like, that's Alex's thoughts.
What are we doing? Are we going in hot?
I think so.
They're literally just standing there, almost immobile, just watching you.
Tess will watching them step down to here and see if they do anything.
They're
She's
just
not trying to hide.
They just watch.
They don't speak common. I'm going to ask in Sylvan if they would be so kind as to just let us pass through.
They do not respond.
Tess will translate in Draconic.
You are
No.
not touched. You may not pass.
Stop rolling my dice. You're better at that than me.
Are you talking to your cat right now?
Yes. She sat down and she started like rolling my dice. Come on.
Yeah.
What
Tess will
happens
say in
if we try to pass?
Are you saying that?
Yep.
We will stop you. And she will be merciless.
Is there? How far can Tess see down past them? Does it look like there's another cavern opening?
I would say where you are, you probably can't see that far. You can see that from where you are, you can see that this bit here is like little alcoves.
Right, but I can't like see this passage that's like
No.
down there.
So I'm going to sort of lean over towards Tess and go, hey, couple of questions.
Mm.
If we deal with these people, will this Eye of the Storm know? Second, and more importantly, if they won't let us past, how can we get touched by this Eye of the Storm person so they can let us past? This seems a bit of a paradox here.
I think we would have to wait outside until she came to us. If she was to so choose, is the vibe that I get from these guys.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Xena look over at Tess. In common, we do need to deal with this, but do we really want to anger a god? Even a minor one.
Yeah. Tess will try one more thing with these guards and say, can you bring her here for an audience?
Honey hears you. Speak.
Bend your eye to consult with us? She says in Draconic.
Make a persuasion roll with disadvantage because you didn't say please.
Oh wow.
Disadvantage, that's an 18.
They pause for a moment. And then they say, please wait. They don't move, by the way. They just stay exactly where they are.
Tess will wait.
And you see, coming out of the back here, a small figure. Smaller even than Dorys. Small figure. Stepping out. She is, well, they have a hood up. Face is covered with like a mask thing. Goggles on. You cannot see any of their features. And she stops. And she looks at you and she goes, you wish to see me?
We wish to have a discussion.
And her
Maybe.
voice crackles like if a voice could have lightning around the edges. That's what it sounds like. It crackles in a weird way. Like there's almost another voice overlaying it. What do you want?
We'd like to discuss finding somewhere else for you to worship Umbani.
He laughs. And there's something a bit crazy about that laugh. It sounds... Make an insight check for me.
Well, these
Yeah, this is not Tessa's strong suit. So
What
that's
language did you speak to her in? Draconic.
Draconic.
Okay, she is replying in Draconic.
No, I'll use Twitch inspiration for this because that was a 6.
while Tess is doing that, can I like check to see if this is an actual person or an illusion, or
Make an investigation check.
like I want to real focus on this?
Second roll was a 15.
Yeah, you can't like. There's. It's very difficult to read because, yeah. I'm not going to tell you anything else. Crazy laugh. That's what you get.
22.
Seems real. Doesn't seem to be illusionary.
Your presence here is hurting the townspeople.
She's still laughing, and she goes, "Yes, it hurts everyone." And then she kind of pulls herself together, and she goes, "Leave."
We can't do that.
Tess is going to start moving forward. That. And nods to Zenashi. Tess is going to turn to Zenashi and say in Grung, "You deal with the little one, I'll try and hold off the big."
Sen just nods. And looks over at the... She's gonna step down. We can't let you stay here and hurt these people. I'm asking you. Cleric to cleric, please. Go somewhere else.
Where would I go?
Home?
Home is gone.
This cannot be a new home.
What happened to your old home?
It burned.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But did you burn it?
You guys are still talking in Draconic, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless someone has tried to talk to her in a different language, she's responding in the language she was spoken to. She looks you right in the eyes and she goes, "Yes?"
Very well then. And Tess is gonna look to Zen and wait for a signal.
Then, make a
Yeah.
deception check for me, please.
Yep. 25.
This being is holding a... What is she holding? Hang on. She has a staff in her hand that has a symbol on the top of it that appears that you, now that you've made the connection with Umbani, recognize as the symbol of Umbani. It's like almost like a cultic knot, but it's lightning bolts that are like woven
Cool, I want one.
all together. She also has an amulet around her neck that has the same symbol on it. Just so you know.
Since people are looking to me to start things, I'm gonna start things. Using distance spell, can she please make a charisma saving throw for me? As I cast a spell. I can't use 2 meta magic on the one spell, can I?
No, I think you're limited to one. Well, yeah, no, I would say probably one.
Let me check.
I'm going to use my Twitch inspiration.
Cool.
Dirty 20.
I am going to expend my use of Fortune's Favor to make you re-roll it.
Reroll.
14.
That does not save. Banished.
Where? Okay.
If
Okay.
her home plane is not here, she goes to her home
Yep.
plane. Otherwise, she goes somewhere else.
Okay. She disappears. You don't know. And
Um,
we're going to roll initiative because that's going to definitely tip off the people around her that's not great.
Can Tess take an action because she was holding for Zen to?
All right. Yep.
She will cast just a cantrip at the closest one. Mind Sliver. So I need a 17 intelligence save from it, please.
I rolled a 17 on the die.
Cool.
I don't think they have a negative to
It's-
that. Oh shit, they do! They
Yeah,
do!
that's actually very smart.
So they fail. Sorry, I was like, I'm sure they don't have a negative intelligence. No, they do have a negative intelligence. My
So
bad.
I rolled real low on the damage dice, so that's
Mhm.
4 psychic damage. But it also will take a 1d4 off the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay, cool. So initiative.
16.
Hang on. Alrighty. Anyone over 20?
22.
Why don't you just ask Laura's initiative at this point?
I've
Initiative,
not
please.
been
Laura,
rolling
what did
well
you
this.
roll?
I've not been rolling well this game.
How about over 15?
18?
18.
Dex
would
or
say
Also has 18.
I'd say she's dexier than
Well,
me. I've got a-
Edith will probably be the dexiest due to
I'm a +4.
I'm a +8.
rogie. So
Plus 3.
Edith, then Doris, then Tess. That was over 15, right? So over 10.
11.
I was a 16, so I was over 15.
Oh, I missed you. Alrighty. Alex, that's everyone, right? Alex, cool. Now, banishment. Do they get to save on their turn?
No, it's concentration.
Oh, right. Okay. Cool. In that case, Zenashi, you're up first.
Zen is going to bonus action activate Blade Song, and then as an action, what spells do I have that aren't concentration? I'm gonna use Guiding Bolt at 3rd level. No, because I'm gonna save those for counter spells just in case. At 2nd level, I'm gonna throw Guiding Bolt at the far one.
Okay.
Nope.
Alright.
I got the banishment off. That's all that matters. That's my turn. I'm gonna fly around to somewhere else.
In Zen, we trust. Got the banishment off.
Where else? Cool.
Probably.
Alright. Sweet.
Actually, probably there, so I can still see.
It
Okay.
is
I'm done.
their turn. So. This one is gonna go after Zen. Because you banished their person. This one's gonna come in closer. So the first one, I swear I'm not picking on you now, but you banished their priestess, so
Yeah, that's
you know.
fine.
I got my damage, I'm happy. But so
No,
the
I
first one
banished the priestess, so...
is gonna smack you twice.
Yep.
That's an 18 on the first,
Nope.
and a much more. 20. I can math. 5.
Shield.
Okay. So that makes it 27, right?
Yep.
So for funsies, I have to roll a nat 20 to hit you now.
I'm so far out of spell slots.
The
Oh my
the
God.
other guy is going to just throw lightning at you.
Are those deck saves or to hits?
So it's a ranged spell attack. So like I said, I have to roll a nat 20 to hit you. I did not.
So if you hit Zen, Zen's unconscious.
It's a crit, but if I don't hit Zen, if I don't roll a 20, it's yeah. I can't. That's the only way I could get 27. Alrighty, that's them.
If it makes you feel better, I can't keep shielding for very long. I don't have many spell slots left.
All right, I need someone to roll me a d4.
2.
You got 2. The entire place shakes as a massive, thunderous, like roll of thunder echoes through this cavern, like shaking it. I need Constitution saves from all of you, please.
Well, that's not good. I'll take it though. That's better than I thought it was going to be. How does an 18 grab you?
That saves.
23.
That saves.
I'm going to use Twitch Inspiration to not have a natural 1,
Okay.
and instead get a natural 20
Saves.
for 29.
Saves.
12.
Edith saves with an 18.
Edith saves. Shearman, you do not save. Doris?
Won't save 9.
No. Alright, so those are. Oh my
You'll have
god,
to
I
take that nat one,
seriously
though.
rolled.
And that was with Twitch Inspiration.
I rolled 3 1s on the damage, so that's a whopping 7 points of thunder damage from the shaky to
Mhm.
those who did not save. Saves don't take any damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Edith, you're up.
All right. So, Edith, what are your house rules about moving diagonally?
Use the ruler and roll 20, and we just go with that because it's easier than
Oh,
anything
beautiful.
else. Yeah. Otherwise,
then
we
let
spend
me
far
try-
too much time trying
yeah.
to work it out. Just use the ruler.
Perfect. So then Edith is going to come to this creature. Gotta click the right thing. And she's going to attempt to attack it once with her regular action, once with her bonus action. So for the regular attack, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
Misses.
And now that I know that, can I re-roll it with my inspiration?
Yes.
Or no? Because
Go for it.
oh, okay.
You know, if you
We'll
move
do
down
that.
one square, you get flanking.
Just
Oh,
kind
really?
of more flanking there.
Oh, she can
Yeah,
have
flanking.
flanking there. That's a large creature, so
Is it okay?
there's a straight line between you. I'll allow it.
Yes. Second attempt is going to be 28 to hit.
That will hit. Yes. Emphatically.
So for damage, that's going to be 10 plus sneak attack is 8. So 18 magical piercing.
Oh.
And then her bonus action, she would like to attempt to attack it again.
Mhm.
And that's going to be an 18 to hit
That hits.
for an additional 11 damage.
Nice.
And that's it for Edith.
Cool. Doris.
Okay, gonna move to there. Going to attach the barb on my crossbow, 4 damage to my. As
think we lost-
yeah,
Oh,
sorry, I'm on push to talk.
Okay.
I caught the button. 4 damage to myself. Like I activate one of my blood rights. Can I have a strength saving throw, please, on the one by Edith and Zenashi?
That is a strength. You said 14.
It's 15, so it fails. It is now affected by my curse of binding,
Ooh.
where its speed is reduced to 0, and it cannot take reactions to the end of its next turn. At the end of
Okay.
each of its turns, it can do a save again to try and break out of the binding.
Cool. I will put a little net thingy on it. I might ask you what it means later.
And then after that, for my actual action, I'm going to do 2 attacks with my light crossbow. Which are 14 and dirty 20.
The 20 hits, the 14 does not.
That's 10 points piercing non-magical.
Okay. So it does not seem to take as much damage as you would
Yep.
expect.
And that is my turn.
Cool. Tess, you're up.
All right. Tess is going to move forward, and she is going to cast Bless at first level on Zenashi, Edith, and herself. And then she's going to move up within 10 feet and, for her bonus action, do Booming Blade
Okay.
at the close one. So that is a 14 to hit, so I'm going to use Twitch Inspiration on that. Thank you, chat. Keeping me topped up
Constantly inspired.
at the 24 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
Okay, so it takes 11 slashing damage,
That's magic
Yep.
slashing, right?
magic slashing.
Yep.
I'll put a smite into that for 2d8 radiant, which is 14 radiant.
14 radiant.
Yep, and there's a certain amount of, and 10. No, just 1 thunder damage.
It does not seem to affect it at all.
I suspected it might not, but
Yep.
Tess didn't.
Fair enough. Alright, that's you.
Yep.
Shearman.
Okay. Shearman's gonna move down to the close one, and he is going to attack twice with his cane, which are an 18 and a 26.
Both hit.
Both hit. And
This
that
is your
will
magic
be-
immobile rod cane, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And that's
So
a
it is technically a
9
magic.
and an 8.
That is enough. This thing just kind of, you watch as like the glass around its kind of abdomen cracks and the lights go out and it just kind of crumbles into like a pile of mechanical rubble. It is dead.
Excellent. I will use the rest of my movement to get to about there.
Cool.
And, bonus action. Yeah, I'll go patient defense.
Cool. All right. You all watch as out of this passageway where this person came, 3 more beings come out. How far can you go? Oh, they're flying. That's a thing they can do. So this one's going to go to like here. This one's going to go to here. This one's going to go to here. And they are each going to basically just, how far is it? I'll be able to reach you. Oh, they can't reach any of you. How sad. All right, in that case,
sad.
in that case, they're going to use their action to move closer. Probably get to like there. Oop. They seem to be moving almost in formation, like they're connected in some way. Like they're moving in a very identical way. However, they can't do much else with that because they were far away, which is annoying. Yep, that's them. Cool. Alex, you're up.
So I'm going to move down next to Edith, and I'm just going to go, hey, babe, check this out. And I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder and cast Greater Invisibility. So
Edith is now invisible.
you are now invisible for as long as I concentrate for the next minute, provided, I keep concentration and you can do whatever the hell you want and no one can see you. And then I'm going to just go, hey, and shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at this big guy.
Okay.
Is Alex stoned?
I mean,
Always.
isn't Alex
Okay.
always?
Always.
Like, so,
Ooh, Eldritch Blast noise is awesome.
just, yeah. But no. Math. Why is math so difficult this morning? 17 to hit and a crap ton more than 17.
Yes and yes.
Cool. So, 7 points of force damage and 13. So, a total of 20 force damage against the other big
Cool.
guy.
Cool. Sweet. That brings us back to Zenashi.
What's the range on?
Zen's just doing recruitment in the chat in the meantime.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all good. Join us, Tim. I don't know who you are, but if you're one of Laura's, you're probably awesome.
Who's pretty awesome.
Zen's gonna step 5 foot that way and points her staff at the 3 that are coming in. And it's gonna cast Gravity Sinkhole.
Oh yeah, I love that fucking
On the middle one.
thing. on the middle one.
Yeah, so it'll hit all 3.
Yep.
Um,
Remind me, Dex, Con,
Common
Strength,
saves.
Con. Right, so top guy. Not terrible at these. You are if you roll like that, though. Middle guy. Jail.
Mental jail.
Bottom guy. Oh my god, they all failed.
Okay, so they're all pulled in towards the middle guy.
Yep.
Or I need another D10. There we go. 5. Oh, that's not bad. 16, 20, 33 points of force damage each.
Nice.
As they all kind of bang into each other.
Past Alex is saving current Alex's life. Yes.
And then as a bonus action, she will cast Chill Touch at the big guy.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit him?
It does not.
And then do they just here? Can I move through there if I'm flying?
It's like a pillar all the way to the roof, so you would still need to go around it.
Oh, so the whole thing goes all the way
no,
up?
there is like a little gap there. Yeah, you can probably squeeze through there.
Cool.
I'll allow it because Zen's,
35, 40. Okay, I'm there.
the newie.
Cool. And I'm done.
Awesome. Oh, it's his turn. Big guy's turn. Cool. He is gonna try to hit you with lightning again, because he wants his person back.
He doesn't want to come up and slam into me?
No, he wants to hit you with lightning.
Okay.
He likes doing that to people. So, lightning arc the first. my plus to this? Not very good. 12.
Don't know.
Lightning Arc the second. Much better. 24.
Spell slots. Yeah, I'm gonna shield again.
Okay.
I need to keep my concentration.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Someone roll me a d4 for the cave.
I rolled the last one, someone else rolled.
Alex is
Balls. I rolled a
What?
2 again.
a 2 again. Alright, once again. Thunder, thunder. Roar. Con saves, everyone, please. And thank you.
I'm gonna use my Twitch inspiration.
You've got bless as well.
Yeah, that doesn't help a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
That's cocked.
Also using Twitch inspiration. Thanks, chat.
Oh my god.
Oh, I rolled much better this time.
Do I have Twitch inspiration?
Is there a little
Yeah,
dice
you
on
do.
you?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna take it. Well, I got one better.
What have we got?
12.
13.
4.
9.
Haven't heard
Am
a
I
number that
high scoring on 13?
I haven't heard a number that saves yet. What you got, Tess?
That was dirty 20.
That saves.
And Brock was a natural 19 plus, I think. One
I'm
or
next
two.
to Tess. Do I get a bonus from that?
If you're in, let me see where you are. Yes, Laura, Alex and Edith both get +6.
Alright, so what does that get you, Alex?
19.
That saves. Edith?
Shoot. What was the number that I gave you guys?
It was not
I've
high.
already forgotten.
Like,
Is-
No, it wasn't.
Yours was in the thingy chat, right?
Yes.
You're using D&D Beyond dice. I can tell you what it was.
Yes. Oh, thank
4.
you.
4 plus 6 is
And
10.
then I,
Still doesn't save.
but then I rolled bless, so it was 6 because
So
I rolled bless,
16?
and that gave me.
Oh. So 10 plus
Yes.
bless.
Bless is a D4.
And what did I roll? I rolled a 3.
You're
Yeah,
the three
a
on that, so-
d4 won't save you from a 10,
12.
so you're still not going to save, sorry.
Okay.
No, with
Okay.
with your
Sherrit.
I failed.
Doris?
Yeah, failed.
15, yeah.
Alright, those of you who failed take, rolled much higher this time, 20 points of thunder damage.
Concentration holds.
How
And
about,
because-
if you succeeded, you take none. It's a do or die kind of a save. Alright. Edith, you're up,
And
you're invisible. which means that you have advantage on all attacks against anyone who doesn't have blind sight.
So Edith is going to, let me use the little ruler. Alright, Edith is going to move perfect to this square. And she's going to go attack the large creature that's similar to the one that we just destroyed. She's going to attempt to stab it with her knitting needle. And since I have advantage, I will roll twice. Ooh, that's good. Oh, so close. So the first one is going to be 14 to attack. I don't think that hit.
That will miss.
All right, then bonus action. She is going to attempt again. The higher roll is 25 to hit.
That will definitely hit, yes.
Sweet. Then her damage, 10 plus sneak attack is 9, so a total of 19 magical piercing.
Cool.
And then she is going to just stay where she's at. Actually, nope, she's going to stay where she's at because that was my full movement. That's it.
Cool. Doris, you're up.
Okay. Doris is going to move to here. And then 2 attacks with her crossbow. That's a bad one. For 11 and 21.
21 hits, 11 does not.
Yep. Which is going to be for 9 non-magical.
Cool.
And my turn.
Sweet. Tess.
Brock is going to come down to here. First he'll like stop in here and then charge. And
It's a save, yeah? Or no?
it's a save if he hits.
Oh, okay.
That's a, I think, 21 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
So yeah, DC 14 strength save if they're not immune to prone.
Yeah, this guy is like floating above the ground and is immune to prone, I'm afraid.
That's okay. Takes 9 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
He's got like Iron Man coming out of his shoes. Sorry, how many points?
9 but non-magic
Okay.
from him.
Yep.
And then
Of course, headbutt damage.
yeah. Tess is going to come over here and take some swipes, and she's also going to yell at Zenashi to say, "Come back in my aura." And we'll swing twice with her glaive. First one is only a 12 to hit. I assume that's not going to hit. Second is a nat 20.
That will hit.
So
Sure will.
that is 25 splashing damage.
Okay, this one also just cracks into pieces, the light goes out, and it collapses in a pile of mechanical rubble.
Ooh, in that case,
We're left with 3 scary magic blue guys, who are also floating, by the way.
Brock still has 5 feet of movement. He's going to go forward there. Tessa's still got 5 feet of movement. She's going to come here. She doesn't know that Edith is there, but she is going to use her bonus action to rabbit hop 15 feet to get close to Zen so that she can
Cool.
put her in the...
Yep. The aura.
Put her in the aura.
Sweet. That's Tess.
That's death.
Sherrit.
Sherrit is going to move
Love how this fight is doing this.
up to... Where's he going to go? There and there. And he's going to breathe a 20-foot cone. Dex save 13.
Come on, babies. You're good at this. Yep, that's a 20-something for the top guy. That's a 13 on the dot for the second guy. And that's a 19 for the third guy.
So they all take
Where was-
4
Yep, go ahead.
4 damage.
Yep.
I'll make it acid damage just for fun.
Cool, cool.
That's all his movement. So he's going to do patient defense again for his bonus action.
Alrighty. That brings us to them. So. This one is going to step forward and attack Sherrit. He's going to reach out and try to shock you with his hand. So that is a 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
Alright, the other two are going to shoot bolts at Zenashi because they want their person back. That's a natural 1.
That might miss.
You do have inspiration, Jax.
Oh, that's better. That's a Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. It's a dex save. You have to do a dex save. I shouldn't even be rolling that. Pew pew! Dex save, please, from both of them.
The first one will fail with a 10.
You've got +6 from my aura and
Oh, plus bless.
bless.
So 16 plus 3 is 19 for the first one.
That saves.
Close that again.
And the second one is a 24.
That also saves, so you take
29.
half damage. Half damage.
Okay.
It is, surprise, surprise, lightning damage.
Yep.
So the first one will be 21, so 10 on the save. And the second one will be better. 26, so 13, because you saved.
And your concentration checks also have the
Plus 6.
D4 plus 6.
14. Yep, so that's good. So how much was the second lot of damage, sorry?
13.
Okay.
That was already halved, so it was 26 halved to 13.
Cool. Okay,
Whoa!
I make my checks.
Thanks for all the sub gifts. I just saw the chat go.
That was
Amazing.
20 subs.
That was amazing! I don't even recognize that name. You're incredible. Thank you. Alright, sorry, I got distracted by the cool. That's them. Alex!
Cool.
You're up.
Balls. I suppose I better play the game. I'm gonna move up.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
That's what you're here for.
See, I've been quietly plotting, trying not to give anything away to you, but then I forgot what I was doing, so I had to remember everything.
You plotted so well you didn't give it away to yourself either.
Hey, if you don't know your plans, you can't find out my plans. That's my theory. Alright, so I'm gonna move up there, and then I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast a sucker, because they've got it coming, namely the guy who's up the top. Eldritch Blast, so much fun. Oh yeah! I'm gonna take that nat 20 on one of them and an 18 to hit on the dice on the other. So
Yeah, they're both gonna hit.
they're both gonna hit. So the one that's not a crit is 11 points of damage, and the one that is a crit is a 4 on the dice. So plus the other 10 is 14 plus 5, so 19.
He looks hurt as fuck.
And I'll go, hi! And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him again as my bonus action, because screw that guy. Oh, that's nowhere near as good, but I don't care, it's funny. 11 to hit and 14.
The 14 will hit. Just.
Excellent. And that's another...
It doesn't matter, he's got 1 hit point left.
Well,
He's dead.
I
But you
rolled
can
a
tell
10
us.
on that dice, so...
You can tell us. 10, excellent. He is
Plus
just as
the 5.
dead as previously.
You got a whole pile of force damage. Just
He sure did.
boom.
It was unpleasant. He did not enjoy it. And now he is a dead lightning mage guy.
Now, I'm
That's you?
hoping that pissing them off that much and me holding a concentration spell will confuse them about who they need to beat up on.
So you're done?
I'm done.
Zenashi!
Zen drops concentration on.
Vanish.
Yep.
Bing!
She's gonna fly 15 point to here and lands, slamming her staff down into the ground. Gambit style, bam, and con saves
Awesome.
from all 3 of them.
Alrighty. Blue guy the first. 12.
Fails.
Blue guy the second. 23.
Succeeds.
Eye of the Storm. Con save, you said.
26, yep.
This is a magic effect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a spell. 40.
Nope, that was worse. So that is a 17.
That'll save.
Oh, okay. Whew.
So only the one who failed gets, like, dragged to right in front of me.
This guy.
And then
He
They-
takes 40.
he takes 40 points of force damage.
Oh, he's dead. Dead.
You
You
and I'm
dragged
just
the corpse
checking
to you.
if the others take damage. The others take half as much damage, so they take 20 force
20.
damage.
Cool.
Very on brand for Zen. Drag the corpse to her.
And then she's gonna close the distance up to this. But she's gonna throw a chill touch and then close the distance.
Okay.
So 15 plus 7 is 22. For oh, it's not D12, or it's not that spell. Sorry, Zen's bloodied, so I'm like super flustered. That's 15 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic.
Yep.
Please hold. Feel like I have a thing. Maybe I don't have a thing. Never mind. How many did you say? My apologies. 15?
15, yeah.
Cool, cool. I always forget that that spell is necrotic. I thought it was cold. Like every time I hear it, I think it's cold damage. and
It's
then
like I
not.
always think that Toll the Dead is radiant and it's necrotic.
Yeah. Anyway,
We
cool,
got a
cool.
healing word from chat.
Ah.
I'm done.
Then you got a healing word from chat. You feel
Yep.
suddenly weirdly better.
I have
Only
healed.
slightly. Okay, they're dead. I need someone to roll me a d4, please.
It's
Who
Doris'
wants to
turn.
turn? Doris. 3. Ooh. Alright.
I don't like that. You're excited. Nope.
The cave fills with clouds, like storm clouds. It's full. It's suddenly your vision is obscured by these storm clouds that roll in. You can now only see 5 feet ahead of you. Or around.
Enjoy that, ranged casters.
Yeah. Cool. Edith, you're up. You're invisible and also kind of not blinded, but like you can't really see where you're going anymore.
You can be Brock.
You can see Brock.
So, do I still get advantage on my attacks, or does that nullify it?
It nullifies it if it's a ranged attack. So if you make a ranged attack, it's disadvantage. So with your advantage from being invisible, it would be a straight roll.
Got it.
If it's
Nope.
melee attack, you have to be within 5 feet anyway, unless you're Tess.
Right.
So
And you can move.
you can move. You just don't. Yeah, you just can't see very well.
All right. So Edith is going to move to the one that she's closest to, which is this one. Unfortunately, because it's 35 feet away, I have to use my bonus action to dash rather than get stabby.
But you're a rogue, so you can use your bonus action for that. So that's nice.
Exactly. So that is very nice. That is very nice. There's a feat that I really want too that will help me in the future with movement. But anyway, so for
So now you have advantage
gonna-
on attacking this guy because you're right next to him and you can see him. He's like come up out of
Perfect.
the
That
cloudiness.
would look so weird to that person because he's just of nothing
Right.
that's come out of a fog bank
Yep.
and just needles.
Yeah, that's true.
So, first attack is going to be, well, the attack is going to be 28 to hit,
That will hit. Yes.
and with sneak attack damage, that's 23 total magical piercing.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. You murked him.
Sweet.
Excellent assassinating. Invisible Edith. What else you got? Or was that you?
That's it for me.
Doris! You can only see 5 feet around you. can't hear you.
My push to talk button's playing up again today. So I'm gonna movement to there, find Brock, realise I'm not actually on my own anymore. Tried rolling for attacking the eye, but it was a 2 and with my disadvantage. That's my turn.
Yep. Okay. Well, you found a horse. Good job. Tess, you're up.
So Tess doesn't know that the other guy's dead,
No, she doesn't.
and she doesn't know that Edith's there. So she's gonna
No.
move up to here,
She doesn't.
and then she finds a pocket of no mist, maybe?
Emptiness. Yeah.
And then she would roughly think that that's where the other guy would be, so she'd make 2 swings there.
So you're
so that'll
attacking
be.
Edith at disadvantage.
Well, I would. She saw her get invisibled,
Okay.
so she's trying to
Oh,
attack.
so you're trying to
past
attack
Edith.
something that is no longer there because you don't know
Yeah.
it's dead. Alright, so
Yeah.
you don't
So
need to
that-
roll. It's not
That
there.
would spend her. That would spend her action.
She waves drastically into the smoke, hoping for the best.
Yep.
So once you got
Um,
within 5 feet of it, you would see that it was dead. I will say
Yeah,
that,
but
but you have
it's
10
10
foot
feet
range.
away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
But Brock does have quite a bit of movement, and he would come running up
It's in.
to find Zen, and then would divert, and then he won't be knocking her to the ground because he didn't have a 20-foot straight line, but he will just make a regular hoof attack, which is a dirty 20 to hit
That will hit, yes.
for 14 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that'll be Tessa's go. She'll use her bonus action to also take another swipe at nothing.
Okay, cool. Share it.
Okay, so Sherrit's got blind sight, so he can
Oh, yeah.
see
that's
where
handy.
everyone's at. He's gonna charge straight up to there and swing twice with his sword. Ooh. And they are 2 hits of a 26 and a 14.
The 26 hits, the 14 does not.
The 26 hits. So that is in damage, piercing, and 2 lightning.
He's immune to lightning. What was the other one? Sorry?
Ooh,
I just didn't hear.
Yep.
You kind of
2
went.
seconds. That was a. Oh, it's gone.
I think you said 10.
I think I did say 10.
What kind of damage is it?
Piercing.
We'll go with that.
Yep.
But the
And-
lightning doesn't affect her. It just kind of bounces off. Or gets
Yeah.
absorbed. Now that you guys are
Understood.
close up to her, you can see that behind the goggles, her eyes are like completely blue and lit up like lightning is happening in there.
Excellent. And then bonus action will be Flurry of Blows. And they are 2 hits of 15
Miss.
and 15.
Miss.
Is his turn.
Alex.
Alex is going to move up to here. Pretty sure that's the distance I can move. I want to move carefully because I can't see.
That's fair.
And would you say that would use my action as well to get my full 30 feet of movement?
Dash action, yes.
Cool. Cool. And
You are not a
I'm-
rogue.
And I'm going to listen for what Crazy Lady's voice sounds like if she's casting a spell.
Okay,
And
Okay.
that's my turn.
cool. That brings us to her. Alex, you will hear her going, well, this is not good. This is a problem. We should be gone. She is casting Dimension Door.
I'm gonna counterspell because I can see her and Alex can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Counterspell requires sight.
Does it?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh yes,
I'm gonna-
when you see a creature, yep.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so-
counterspell at 4th level.
Alright. In that case, she is going to turn to you, and she's going to go, no. No. And she is going to use her bonk you with her staff and attempt to cast Feeble Mind.
Okay.
You've got
I
a
need-
weapon stick as well.
I need an
Int save.
intelligence save from Zen.
I don't have Twitch inspiration, I fail.
Really?
Yeah, that's a nat 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Zenashi, your intelligence and your charisma scores become 1.
Yep.
You cannot cast spells, you cannot activate magic items, you cannot understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
Yep.
Brock, see that happen? Because
You
he's
just saw me
there.
get bonked with a stick, like...
It does have a
Hmm.
verbal component. She would have been like, no.
Okay.
Does Brock have anything he can do about it?
He doesn't, but at least because they telepathically communicate, so Tess kind of knows something bad happened to Zen.
Okay. That is her turn. Zenashi,
Cool. I'm gonna
it's your turn.
stab her. Right in her stupid face.
Stab her right in her stupid face.
I'm assuming that Zen, like... Because this is relevant. Blade Song isn't concentration. But with the Feeble Mind, I'm assuming I've, like, just let go of it. Because I don't...
It's not concentration.
No, but it requires, like, it's something that Zen has been trained to do, and I would think that at the moment she's not moving in that way.
Yeah.
She's just attacking.
That is probably true.
Cool, I just need to know because it drops my AC by, like, 4.
Oh.
Like a wizard.
That's fine. I'm gonna attack her. I'm gonna stab her in her stupid face.
Okay. Go for it. Stab her in her stupid face.
And that is nat 20, because I'm super annoyed about...
Zenashi has found emotion. It was
Yeah.
hiding behind her intelligence all this time.
And her
You
charisma?
feeble-minded the wizard, and,
And that's
something made
max
more
damage.
damage.
So that
Okay.
is 22 points of in the face stab.
22 points. She is hurt. She is hurt. It is a bad time. She wanted to leave for a reason and you stopped her, so she's now cross about that.
And I don't have any, I don't have any bonus actions that Zen would be able to use when she's feeble-minded. So that is my turn.
Okay. I need someone to roll the d4 as the clouds dissipate, maybe. If
It's
you don't roll
Edith's
a-
turn.
Edith, roll a d4. You are muted.
Three.
Oh,
the
no.
clouds do not dissipate. The clouds are still there. The clouds are still there. I just want 1 4. My 4 is so good, you guys. Alright. Edith, you're up.
to move next to this woman. She's going to attempt to attack her. She is still invisible, correct?
Yes.
The issue is, can you get through there?
Make a dex check for me. Just a dex check. To see if you can squeeze through your peeps. Usually you can get through your own party, but you are invisible and Zen is not very smart right now.
Which is why I didn't move for like flanking or anything, because...
I can't hear you, Jess.
13.
13? Yeah, I'll say you can get past.
Alright, so... Yes! Her first attack is a nat 20.
Yeah.
To attack. So... That is... 2d4... Oh, it's giving me crit damage. I don't want that. So I have to do math in my head.
You do have sneak attack because you are invisible, which
Right.
means you have advantage. Yeah. Just making sure you know that.
And that
Also
gets
doubles.
the max damage as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry. Okay, hold on. I'm
it,
doing.
it doesn't it doesn't matter. I'm assuming it's more than 2.
Yes. So is that all I needed?
Yeah.
So I don't have to do math.
You don't have to do the math. Although I'm curious to know what it would be because that's a lot of damage.
Oh well, in D&D Beyond was like trying to do the adding for me because of the crit, and we do crit different.
We do
so-
crit differently. Okay, that's all good.
Right.
Yeah, she goes down. She is lying unconscious on the floor at this point.
Until Zen's next turn.
Well, are we out of
mean-
combat?
Suppose we are. Yes, she's unconscious. She can't
Do
do
the-
anything about that.
Then
Do the
just keep
clouds
stabbing her.
Dissipate?
The clouds don't dissipate, but if someone rolls, it actually, we'll say the clouds dissipate because, yeah, we'll go with yes. Edith,
Okay.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh boy. Oh god. Do I have chat inspo?
You do.
Oh,
And you do
thank
have bless as well for the D4. I assume this is happening
Okay.
before Tess can get over there.
Yeah, it's as soon
So
as she goes down.
wisdom-
Yeah.
It's going
Oh,
to
she's going to be the new eye.
And then with a D4, it's going to be 11.
Ooh.
Edith, that amulet is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. It is made of iron. It has
It's real nice.
this intricate design of lightning bolts all intertwined with each other, and in between them is like inlaid this beautiful kind of bluish silver, almost shining light along the lightning bolts. You want it. Right now. It is beautiful.
I mean, presumably, whoa, that's fancy, and I would just grab it.
Do you put it on?
Probably just put it in her pocket, honestly.
That's fine. It's in your pocket. We're out of combat. What do you all want to do?
Zen's still like stabbing the
I,
She's super
Alex
dead.
is going to walk
Yeah.
right up to Zen, say, I'm sorry everyone, and I'm going to use my Fey Presence. So everyone within a 10-foot cube of me needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And I'm going to attempt to charm Zen to just
Chill.
calm down.
Just chill, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
like we can
yeah.
handle this. Calm.
You
Did everyone also see that amulet just like float off
Oh.
of her and go into
Sorry.
my pocket?
Zen, you should have taken psychic damage. I was so focused on the like feeble mind stuff that I didn't roll psychic damage.
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah, let's roll it. $26.
Zen is unconscious.
Oh well, that's much easier. To
Zen
do.
has a death ward.
Yeah, so okay, yeah, so Zen's on one.
So Zen is on 1 hit point.
Doesn't matter. My action still stands.
Yeah,
and my nat
because we're
20
not
says
allowed
this to your charm. Because I'm an elf still.
When you pick the amulet up, it goes invisible because that's how all your
Okay.
clothes are invisible. Anything you have, so no one has seen you
okay.
take it. Zenashi was, I believe, the only person who noticed the amulet in the first place, and Zenashi is currently in no position to notice it's gone.
yeah.
So that's great fun.
Um,
You
Tess
got a healing
is
word then.
um, Tess is going to run over and first reach out her hand, put it on Zen's shoulder, and lay on hands for 30 hit points.
Okay.
And then seeing her just repeatedly stabbing this thing and knowing that some sort of spell was cast on her, she's going to reach out her hand again and put 5 points of lay on hands to try and clear a poison or I think it's like a poison or a disease effect, which this is not, but Tess
No.
doesn't know that.
So you get healed, but you.
Zen kind of shrugs off the touching and is just gonna be like pacing around looking for the next fight.
There's nothing. It's gone very quiet. Even the thunder has stopped. There's a little bit faintly in the distance, like when a storm begins to dissipate. Except for Edith, you can hear the thunder really loudly.
As Doris is quite short legs, get her to catch up with the rest of the group. Sorry guys, it was cloudy. What did I miss?
Don't go near Zen. And is that normal for Zen?
I think Tess would know that this is not normal Zen.
Yeah, it would be very
Um,
apparent to anyone who knows Zen that she
She
is not behaving the way she normally does.
Brock saw her get hit by something before the eye went down. Alex, did you say that you can turn magic off with a spell?
Yeah, I've got a thing. It might work. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Can you come with? Zen knows you better than she knows me, so.
Supermarket shop.
Whatever you need.
So I will walk over to Zen and try and gesture that I'm going to do something.
Is this something that I can give you assistance in?
No, because I'm just gonna like attempt to cast Dispel Magic.
Mechanically, she can give you enhance ability, but that's the only words she knows how to actually say that in.
It doesn't matter. Dispel magic is not going to work.
Zen just looks like at the gesturing and then just walks off.
Cool. So I will use my Rod of the Pack Keeper to pull back a spell slot. So I've got one.
We need to get her back to Garen. He'll know what to do.
Cool. Let's deal with that. Hey, so let's
I'll keep her
check
company. You guys look around, make sure that there's nothing more for us to deal with here. I'll stay with Zen.
Do we have like a bag that we can put stuff in, guys?
Tess has a bag of holding that's got potions and things in it. If anybody
I have a
finds anything,
question.
sure.
Well, it's, I think, perhaps relevant to what you were about to say, Tess. Honey, you said if we find anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we find anything, maybe just be careful. This then mentioned that this deity has a tendency to make people go mad.
So, I may have done a little bit of a naughty thing.
Oh,
Uh,
you really want that amulet? There's no way you're going to
You
tell
know-
anyone about it.
actually,
You failed that wisdom save.
You're right. I absolutely did. So, actually, I just wanted you all to know that I am not a ghost. That I am just invisible because Alex is very magic, and that's it.
I can
That's
stop
all.
that.
No, I like it. She'll come over and she's gonna boop and boop you right on the cheek.
Aww. And I dropped my concentration spell on that because I forgot to keep track of rounds, but it'd be less than 10.
Yeah. You're not invisible anymore.
Tess is just
Well,
going
thank you,
to.
we don't.
Tess is just going to hang out with Zen and.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
Okay, so do we have like a bag that we can isolate everything from this lady and put everything in?
I've got a sack.
Tess has
Excellent. All the stuff that's on this lady goes in the sack. Nobody touches it any more than they need to.
Excellent. I'm going to drink a healing potion too.
Okay.
Okay. So can I like start
Alex
rifling
is
through the-
looting the body. Make an investigation check for me, please.
I will do that. I will also pull out a dagger. And does she have any buttons?
Buttons.
Yeah, I'd taken all the buttons.
Was gonna look
I-
at that too. I love it.
I need to earn some
Oh,
favor.
she has some very,
Nice,
very
sis.
shiny, but like silver buttons with little lightning bolts on them. She didn't until now, but I love Scrat, so.
Done.
You need to start preparing for any mission, Jax. Where
I
they
know,
put you wearing
what
clothes.
buttons are they?
What
Yeah.
buttons are they?
buttons
So-
and books.
Investigation. What have we got?
22.
Nice. Okay, well, obviously she has this really cool staff that she's been using to bop people with.
Yep, so that goes in the sack.
Yep.
She said she's wearing like crazy goggles.
She's wearing goggles. Yeah, that she has goggles on. She has like a mask on. As you like pull things off her, you see that this is a very young gnomish girl. Very young, like maybe just out of adolescence. Small even for a gnome. Has like brown hair. Yeah.
Alex does feel a little bit bad for this person and really wish that Zen had their shit together to like maybe help them. Not bad enough not to loot the body, just to be clear.
She has a boomerang on her hip,
In the bag.
and she has a deck of cards.
No touching, not opening, in the bag.
Are
Oh,
you
and
inspired by what happened in the
she
game
also
last week?
has a spear on her back.
In the bag.
Yep, that's what she has on her person.
Okay, guys, so this problem's probably dealt with. We probably should check out everything else in this cavern. Maybe those two big lightning guys might have some stuff, mechanical
There's-
stuff that the guys
There's not
can
much
use.
left of them. They're just like pile of rubble. Once you took the magic out of them when they died, they just turned into they're just pile of junk at this point.
I'm thinking of Marky. Maybe he might want some gears
maybe.
and cogs and shit. But yeah,
Would
They
check
were
like,
being held together
um,
more by elemental magic than by mechanics, though.
Would there be any chance that Dorys could find a couple of blankets?
You can certainly try. Make a investigation check.
Dirty 20 with my Twitch inspiration.
Chat is getting so excited because I gave you a deck of cards. So there are various like tents, and it looks like at some point this has been used for a camp, but it all looks old. Like this is not what she was using. Everyone around her was made of magic and elements. So these things are all old and rotting, like they've been here for a long time. So you could find blankets, but they would be musty and moldy and probably largely rotted. Nothing
That's
nice.
fine. Just noticing that it was a young gnomish girl, Doris just wants to do a makeshift farewell for her.
Ah, okay.
Alex will take an opportunity to flick his cloak of billowing to see if it makes Zenashi like pulls her focus and or makes her laugh at it.
I'm not a cat.
Yeah, but you're also very stupid.
Cats are smarter than you right now.
Yeah,
Zen's,
that's far smarter than you right now.
Zen's still looking for like the next fight because that's the last thing she was doing.
Tess is
And
trying to
is-
just.
I'm assuming Tess is gonna like steer her away from trying to walk down that corridor we haven't been down.
Yeah, Tess is just like speaking to her in soothing tones, trying to keep her within line of sight of the group. And Yeah. If she does like resist and try and run off somewhere, then we'll see what happens.
But,
Is anyone doing anything else? What are you doing?
Sherrit's been searching the sort of north and eastern alcoves.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Right. Be a 0.
I mean, there are some like old rotting crates and things, but there doesn't seem to be anything interesting amongst them. It's mostly just rotted stuff, wood that's been mildewed and insect eaten. Nothing of interest.
so, guys, I think we should really check that nothing's around here, and then we should get the hell out of here. Zen needs
You're gonna go explore
got
that,
less-
that corridor?
Yeah, we've got to go explore the corridor.
All right. So we have
You've
used.
got-
We're getting to time. Time is a thing.
Tess is going to say you've got 20 seconds to look at what you're doing, and then I'm saying the word because we need to get her to Garen.
It's a good point. I'm right.
Tess doesn't know if there's a time component to this or not.
All right. So if I like just nick over here, can I look down this corridor and see anything?
Sure. You can see that there is some sort of other chamber. Giving you more or less an eye view down the corridor.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I will come back over here.
Tess puts a hand on Zen if she will accept it.
Zen like looks at the hand, and then looks
And-
at you.
And then Tess says Bellatrix.
Got it.
All right. So you are all transported back to the throne room. The lady is sitting on the throne and she says, "Hello, adventurers. Welcome back. Were you successful?"
I'm assuming Zen freaks the fuck out.
I would assume so, yes.
Like what?
Zen
Like,
sword up at Tess, like, and is trying to back away towards
Zenashi?
the door.
Are you
cannot-
alright?
We'll be right with you.
was-
We're gonna need some help.
There was a spell. Can someone get Garen? And she'll
Zen
stay.
takes off.
Okay.
Tess is gonna try and grapple.
I'm gonna
Alright.
get in on that. I'll give you
That's
advantage.
a contested strength check, please.
I can use
Is that-
acrobatics, right?
Sure.
I can use athletics.
That's fun. Sure.
I'm giving you a hand to roll with
Here's some
advantage.
rope.
Roll with advantage, Dave.
Do we need to tie her down with some rope? I got
No,
some.
we don't. So
gonna
it
try
is
that.
I got a 27. You like come at Zen and she
Dodges
jumps over you and is running.
out the door. Zen's gone.
Tess will run off after her.
Okay, can I? What's outside the throne room?
A garden.
Hopefully Garen.
Hopefully Garen. I'd be surprised if Garen is not waiting there, but we're going to play that out in the Discord, I think, because obviously Gavin may not be watching. I don't know. He hasn't made any comments in chat, and I think he had stuff to do today. So
'Cause
I think Garen's driver is otherwise occupied.
I can stop her getting very far.
There are always people waiting outside the throne room after a mission, so they will see Tess come Zenashi come flying out of the throne room in like totally freaked out, which is super out of character.
Tessa, you gonna follow?
Technically, you can't be mechanically frightened, right? Or you have advantage on
No, but
being frightened. But this
She
is
just-
more of a just regular freak out.
Yeah.
She got teleported and she doesn't understand what that is right now. She was in one place
Yeah.
and now she's in another place.
well, you do have your memories. They just don't make that much sense. It's like being in a dream. Like you can't quite. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Still reasonable that she, yeah. Zen and
Um,
Tess are going for some exercise.
Cool. The lady will say to the rest of you, "What happened? What is wrong with Zenashi?"
She got whacked in the head with a magic stick, and well, that.
what did you do with the stick?
Oh, it's in this bag.
Okay, maybe we should take a look at that before anyone else does anything with it, yes?
Agreed, but I thought it was a good idea that nobody touched anything.
That is probably smart.
So there was this person who referred to themselves as the Eye of the Storm, some sort of weird storm god cult thing. They're kind of dead now, so that's probably not a problem.
Okay, so the problem has been solved.
Yes.
Yeah, from what we could see.
Well, yes. Death solves and causes problems. Maybe an idea to keep an eye on the place. Maybe have to return.
We
But
will
for the moment,
definitely keep an eye on the place.
Well,
Sorted?
no cleric, no cleric's guards, and it all seemed to be quieter when we left.
very
Very-
culty.
Good. All right. Well, it sounds like you dealt with the threat in any case.
Yes.
Some sort of storm god, the Eye of the Storm.
Well, yes, they refer to themselves as the Eye of the Storm. It didn't. It's nothing I've heard of, but also I mean,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
not the
of course.
mistress. So hey, and
You know, Zen had heard about them.
Yeah, Zen told you all that she knew what it was, but right now Zen is not in a position to share that information.
Yeah.
Zen's actually running, which she is going to be more annoyed about than the feeble mind.
look, Zen seems to know some stuff about this, but it was all very thunder, god, lightning, cult stuff.
I see.
so-
Well, gods, am I right? Apologies,
Who knows?
Tess. Oh no, you're not there anymore. Never mind.
No apologies for you.
No apologies for you. You didn't hear the slight.
Rock sort of goes.
Sorry, Rock. Perhaps once Zenashi is back to herself, which I have no doubt will be sorted out,
Hopefully,
you could
probably.
get her to come and fill me in on this being, whoever she is, and we
Yes.
can go from there.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, could you leave that bag here, and I'll make sure that we carefully check all the items in it.
Yeah, that's not a problem for us. Guys, you're all fine with that? Because I don't really want to touch any of that until I know what it is.
Yeah, I don't
What-
want to act like
what
that.
would happen? What would happen if you touched something?
Well, we
just
don't
out of
know, dear.
curiosity?
That's the point.
Oh,
We have
I
no
see.
idea.
Then did mention something about like this person driving people crazy. So I don't know what causes that. Maybe it was something on them. Otherwise, don't want to risk it until we know, and then we kind of work from there.
Seems wise. Well, as always, thank you for your work. You will all be rewarded in gold and boons and power as usual. Do let me know if we need to do anything about Zenashi's little problem, although I'm sure her illustrious husband will be able to solve it.
I'm
This
sure
seems
she'll-
like a cleric thing to me.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I tried to get rid of whatever it was. It didn't really work, so might take something with a bit more of a punch than I've got.
Well, fortunately, we have many adept members in our horde who I'm sure will be able to resolve it. Thank you all.
Not a problem. Hey,
Damn.
Edith, pub?
Of course, honey. Let's go.
Let's go get a pint. Yeah,
Awesome.
pints.
So, Jess, I will send you some information about the amulet you just picked up.
Oh, good. Yay.
I'm excited that you failed that save because that's really interesting.
Curse, just saying.
Inwardly, like Jess is screaming, but I do also appreciate the diversion from her
Sorry.
regular personality. So I'm excited
Awesome.
and terrified.
It'll be great.
I hope
Um,
you start acting weird enough that Alex notices, because his baseline level of
Yes.
weird is out
Okay.
here.
Thank
Sort
you for the game, Jax. This was awesome.
Yes,
This was
thank
really
you.
cool.
I'm sorry.
This one, I'm not gonna lie.
Use one
When I put it
intelligence you
together,
can't
I was
correct.
like,
Laura can talk.
I'm gonna just make a brand new evil storm deity and just run with that and see where we go. It was good fun. And we've now blooded Zenashi finally, which was really all
Well
I
and
wanted
truly.
out of this game. The feeble mind was just a bonus.
It was a
Welcome
it
to
was going to
Dragon.
work. I really
mean-
didn't think it was going to work.
there was a big argument before the start of the game about whether or not Zenashi or Tess was going to have
Death Ward.
a death ward, and that
Yeah,
became super relevant
became
because
relevant. Mm.
for those watching in the audience, Zenashi has a rule that if she's left unconscious, we are not to intervene.
Yep.
No, you can if she's
You can-
unconscious.
yeah, it's only death. It's only if she
It's
died.
only dead.
Can't
Okay,
resurrect
because
her,
Tess
but you
had
can heal
asked her about that, and she was like, "No."
No, if I'm
Ooh.
you can't use revivify. If I'm unconscious, it's fine.
Okay.
It's
You can do
revivify. that's
CPR,
fine.
Good to know.
Yeah,
So mostly dead is fine.
Yes,
but dead
exactly.
is different.
that's it.
Unconscious is not dead.
Yes,
Okay,
no-
anyway, that's all semantics about D&D rules, which these guys can argue about later. Thank you everyone for watching. I really enjoyed that game. I hope you all really enjoyed that game. Next week we have a double header again. So I'll be DMing Gate in the Jungle on
It's Rob's
Saturday.
birthday.
My birthday.
On Rob's birthday. Happy birthday,
Right.
D&D. And then on the Sunday, Laura will be DMing A Den of Trolls.
Time to kill someone on stream.
So we have
Better
2
be me.
games next weekend. Tomorrow, Mike will be interviewing me live on stream from 10 a.m. in the morning, New Zealand time, which is our normal stream time. So come and join us for that. We're going to try and raise some more money for his Extra Life charity, and he's going to ask me lots. I don't even know what he's going to ask me. Some questions about things, I guess. Going to probably spill some tea. We'll see what happens. So join us for that tomorrow. And we will see you then. Thank you all for playing. You're amazing. What an awesome party. And thank you everyone for watching. Have a beautiful time zone.